Welcome to Grayson County High School's coverage of Lady Cougar softball on K105 as the Lady Cougars host senior night tonight, taking on their arch rival in the Edmonson County Lady Cats, as should be a nice ceremony honoring Grayson County's two seniors, and then they also have a manager senior as well. So they'll have three total seniors that will be honored here in just a few moments. So when that happens, we'll be sure to turn it over to public address announcer Alan Dotson for that announcement, as we appreciate you taking the time to join us here for this evening's coverage of K105 Digital Productions broadcast of Lady Cougar softball, as it's Grayson County and Edmonson County. And listen, anytime you know these two teams match up, you know you are in for a treat. And it doesn't matter what sport that they might be matched up in. We were over on the other side of campus for baseball on Monday, and it was a really fun game that happened there that the Cougar baseball team won, but the next night, they went down to Brownsville, and it was Edmonson County that won that game. So that might be a sign that we could be in for some fun here this evening. Edmonson County won the matchup when these two teams played back in Brownsville a couple of weeks ago. That was then, this is now. That was pre-spring break. Grayson County's been playing really well since spring break happened. Coming up on our pregame show, though, as well, we will talk to head coach Jeff Rack and also Ellie Bratcher. But now, we'll turn over to Alan Dotson for Senior Night 2026.
We would like to recognize senior Layla Lacefield. Layla is the daughter of Whitney Lacefield and Jesse Townsend, along with Doug Bogazuski and Tracy Townsend. She has been a member of the softball program for 5 years, and one of her favorite softball memories is all of the bus rides home from away games and where she almost killed Jeff with a ball to the temple. After graduation, Layla plans to attend the University of Kentucky. There, she will major in kinesiology, exercise science, later attending grad school to become a physical therapist. Please join us in congratulating Layla for her dedication to Lady Cougar softball and wishing her the best in the future.
Has meant more to us than you all will ever know. Softball has been a part of my life for the past 13 years, and making this video as a senior knowing this part of my life is almost over does not feel real. To Jeff, Nicole, and Shelby, thank you for always pushing me to be my best at this game, and thank you for giving me the confidence when I struggled to have some for myself. You all have gave us more support than we ever needed, and for that I'll be forever grateful. Jeff, thank you for bringing back the joy to this game when we all needed it. Thank you for all the laughs and lessons you have taught me over the past years, and I will remember these even after my time with you as my coach comes to an end. You have made more of an impact on me and the other girls more than you know. To my parents and to my family, I will never know how to thank you all enough for everything you have done for me throughout my softball career. I think I could count on one hand on how many times I didn't have someone here to cheer me on. To Mom and Doug, thank you for everything that you have done for this team and for me. I will forever miss looking up and seeing you both standing at the top of the concessions table to see me play. To Dad and Tracy, thank you for always being the first people to cheer me up after a loss. I will miss searching for you all when Dad chooses the farthest spot from the field for the better view. And finally to my sister Lily, I wish we had more time than one season to play together, but I look forward to playing back there all the time and watching you grow and learn the same way I did here. I believe in you more than I ever believed in myself. You all have been my biggest supporters for the past 4 years, from running in food, rushing back to the house when I ultimately always forgot something, and reminding me that this is just a game and to have fun. I love you all so much, and thank you for sticking with me through it all. To the girls of this team, I do not even know where to begin with. This team has been through more than anyone could ever know, and I could not think of another group of girls to do it with. When we play for the final time together, there is nothing I wouldn't do for another bus ride, home after a game, another practice, or suffering through conditioning and building character. You all have made these past 4 years the best, and I will cherish these memories forever. To Kinsley and Reagan, thank you for the past 4 years for laughs, fights, and countless moments when we tipped each other off. I will miss all of our times at practice and being able to play on the field with two of my best friends. To Lizzie Grace, the best manager we could ever ask for, Ellie, Carly, Peyton, Jace, Bailey, Elizabeth, Jenna, Kaylee, Marley, Ashlyn, Gracie, and Lily. Thank you for making my senior year the best year possible. I love you all, and the memories we have more than you ever know, and I cannot wait to see how you all grow and play this game after I leave. The final piece of advice I want to give the girls and to the other people here is to cherish the time you have, because it goes by quicker than you think. The girls sitting in front of me will have a time where they are saying their goodbyes, and I hope that they make the memories while they still have time. Stepping off this field and turning in my uniforms will be a special heartbreak that I will not be able to describe. I won't ever step back on this field and be a student athlete again, and that's something that hasn't fully set in yet. Walking away from the sport will hurt because I know I love something so deeply that makes the goodbye so hard. Thank you everyone for the memories, and thank you for something I will miss for the rest of my life. Go Cougars forever, and this is Layla signing off.
Once again, Layla Lacefield. Next, we would like to recognize senior Reagan Nash. Reagan is escorted by her mom, Carrie Nash, and her dad and stepmom, Jared and Emma Nash. She has been a member of the softball program for 5 years. One of her favorite softball memories is body slamming Kinsley in the building, then having to act like nothing happened because Jeff was already grumpy. After graduation, Reagan plans to attend the University of Kentucky. With a major in law and justice, she hopes to be a family lawyer and special needs advocate. Please join us in congratulating Reagan for her dedication to Lady Cougar softball and wishing her the best in the future.
Hello everyone, it is Reagan. To begin, I want to thank everyone for coming out tonight to support me, Layla, and Lizzie during our senior night. The unwavering support from you guys means more than you can imagine. Your presence and cheers through every game are what keep us going. To say that I've been dreading this moment since I started softball in 3rd grade would be an understatement. I've loved this sport since I started, and I couldn't imagine a life without it. Softball has brought me some of my best memories and closest friendships. This sport has taught me more than a school ever could. It has taught me dedication, discipline, mental strength, and how to laugh when things get tough. I learned how to move past a bad at-bat, an error, or an entire bad game, and I know this skill will help me throughout adulthood. Softball has been such a big part of my life, and thinking about not playing anymore feels like I'm losing a piece of myself. I'll miss the feeling of being part of something bigger, the challenges, the victories, and even the tough losses that made me grow. It's a quiet ache knowing these moments are behind me, and no matter how much time passes, the memories will always hold a special place in my heart. To my parents. First, I want to thank you for everything you've provided me with over the years. Thank you for always making it to my games, even if it means having to land the helicopter in the nearest field. Your support has kept me going for the last 9 years. Thank you for all the time spent watching me, whether it's rain or shine, early or late, hot or freezing, and no matter the distance. Thank you for always washing my dirt-covered clothes and not killing me every time I leave the belts in my pants. Seeing you guys in the stands will forever be a core memory. Everyone deserves parents like you, and I'm so lucky to call you guys mine. To my sweet Lizzie Grace, thank you for being the best manager a team could ask for. You're the first one to greet us in the dugout, and you always tell us we did amazing, even if we just made the worst play known to man. The softball team has been beyond blessed with a manager, friend, and sister cousin like you. You are my whole world, and I will never forget the impact you've made on my life. To Ellie, Kinsley, and Jenna, thank you guys for being the little sisters I never had. You guys know how to get on my nerves at any point and then make me laugh 5 seconds later. You three have the biggest heart, and I'll miss you guys so much when I leave for college. Everyone deserves someone like you three in their lives. To say we've grown up together would be an understatement. Seeing you three grow into the young women you are today has been one of my favorite things to witness. To Layla, thank you for being by my side through every season and being my backbone as our final season comes to an end. I couldn't have asked for a better first baseman to be on my right. You never fail to snap back at me when I'm in a bad mood, which usually starts World War III instantly. I wouldn't want anyone else to be sitting here with me than you. To Nicole and Shelby, thank you for being there when I'm mad at Jeff and need someone to rant to. You two have played a big part in making this team stronger, even if you don't think so. Thank you guys for the laughs, food, and motivational talks. And Nicole, I promise I'll see you at a family gathering someday. To Coach Rack, thank you for showing me what a real coach is. Your support throughout the years has made a lasting impact on me. You taught me many life lessons outside of softball that I will carry throughout life. You've never given up on me, even when I had given up on myself. You know exactly how to get on my nerves and make me lose my mind in an instant. You've helped me gain confidence and regain my love for the sport. There are not enough words in the English dictionary to express how much you've helped me and the team as a whole grow. My advice to younger girls is 1, never be afraid to make a mistake. 2, always have fun even when the game gets tough. And lastly, but most importantly, 3, never forget to make Jeff mad. I'll surely never forget the amazing group of girls I got to end my final season with. I couldn't be more blessed to have you guys by my side. Although leaving this sport will forever be one of my biggest heartbreaks, I wouldn't change a thing, especially who I had on the team with me. Go Cougs forever. This is Reagan signing off.
Once again, Reagan Nash. Lastly, we would like to recognize senior Lizzie Atwood. Lizzie is the daughter of Kara and Jeremy Atwood. She has been a member of the softball program for 1 year. One of her favorite softball memories is the coach. After graduation, Lizzie wants to be a nurse. Please join us in congratulating Lizzie for her dedication to Lady Cougar softball and wishing her the best in the future.
Thank you, Mom and Dad. Let me find my pizza. Thank you. Love you, Mom and Dad. Hey, Reagan, I love you. I miss you. My best friend, I love you. You weird. Yeah, I love you. I miss you. And that is definitely I love you. Thank you, Namaste. I love you so much. And thank you, my friend. Yeah, I love you all. Thank you, love me.
Lizzie's transcript of her precious audio recording. Thank you, Mommy and Daddy, for buying my pizza. Thank you. I love you, Mommy and Daddy. Hey, Reagan, I love you. I miss you. You're my best friend. I love you. You're weird. Hey, Layla, I love you and I miss you. Jeff, you're weird. I love you. Thank you for giving me this chance. I love you so much. Ellie, thank you for being my friend. Good luck. I love you all. Thank you for loving me. Once again, Lizzie Atwood. Let's have one more round of applause for our 3 seniors.
Friends don't let friends overspend. If you're looking to upgrade urinal without blowing your budget, at Box Drop Litchfield, we've got brand new mattresses and furniture at the lowest prices around. Everything's in stock and ready to go so you can take it home today. Hurry, because the first to arrive gets the best selection. Find us at 115 Sequoia Drive across from Farmer's Feed Mill. Box Drop Litchfield. Come see what everyone's talking about, and a proud sponsor of Cougar Sports.
Midway Pharmacy is your trusted local partner in health and wellness, offering free delivery so you never have to worry about picking up your medications. The friendly staff knows you by name and is always ready to assist you. Living and raising our families in the same community, they understand your needs. With a wide range of services and personalized care, Midway Pharmacy is here to make your life easier and healthier. Visit or call any countywide location today of Midway Pharmacy.
Welcome back to our pregame show here on K105. Sam Gormley now joined by Coach Rack. I guess it's a Rack report. We haven't done this at all this season. Your team's won 3 straight games. What have you seen the change that has happened with your team over these last weeks since spring break?
I think a lot of what turned it around was Hart County. I kept on telling them, believe it or not, they're probably the toughest team we've seen so far this season. So that was a big win for them. I think it built their confidence going into this second half of the season.
Did it make it even more special, the fact that you came back from a 5-0 deficit against a good team like that?
Oh, absolutely. We've been coming back in a lot of the games. We just haven't gotten over that hump. They haven't lost any fight. And, I mean, years past, we would just kind of lay back and let the game end. This year, it just seems like they're just not giving up at all.
Over the last week, Ellie, has only pitched, a 5-inning no-hitter and then had her 400th career strikeout. I mean, just, casual stuff for her, along with hitting the ball as well. How special are both of those milestones, though, for her?
Oh, I really don't have any words for her. I mean, she's kept her head down. She stayed focused this year. She's, she's determined.
Behind us, you see your 3 seniors. Let's just go. I always like on senior night, I want to go one by one, give you an opportunity. So I'll just go with the one that I see first out of the corner of my eye, and that's Reagan. When I say Reagan Nash, what comes to mind?
Wow. Very determined, knows what she wants. Absolutely knows what she wants. Headstrong. I've seen a lot of change in Reagan this year, though, with things that she's doing outside of softball, which I had no idea, but I'm extremely proud of her.
Maybe the most important person on your team is Lizzie behind us.
Oh, Lizzie is great. She puts the smiles on all these girls' faces constantly. She's just a positive influence in their dugout, especially for the home games. I'm excited for her tonight because things like this doesn't happen for her very often.
And then behind me, I have Layla.
Heck, both of them, Layla and Reagan. I mean, I've been around them for a long time, and I told them I would miss them. I miss both of them dearly. Their leadership, just their everyday presence in the locker room and in the building, out here on the field. But they're going to go out and do good things in college, and I'm excited for them.
Edmonson County, your opponent this evening, you saw them, 3 weeks ago, right before spring break, a game that I know you weren't necessarily thrilled with how it turned out in the final score. What's the mindset coming into today?
Redemption. We had the same mindset when we went to Hart County, and we just cannot back down. And, I made it clear to the girls, we will not lose on senior night. That's the mindset that everybody has to have today.
What's that look like?
I don't care if it's by 1 run or if it's by 10. A district win right now is what we need.
Coach, good luck. More comes up on our pregame show after this.
When you give blood, you give life. And when you give life, you change lives. Make a life-saving impact by donating blood with Western Kentucky Regional Blood Center, your hometown partner. As the sole supplier of blood products needed in Grayson County, your donation ensures a stable and adequate blood supply for you, your family, friends, and your neighbors. You are the hero when you give. Feel the power of community and compassion in every drop. Give life and change lives with Western Kentucky Regional Blood Center. Life is on the line.
Are you looking for the best building materials in Litchfield? Look no further than Future Designs Building Materials. The builder's choice on Quarry Road has everything you need to build your dream home. Jim writes, I'm so glad I came to Future Designs for my new roof. The staff was so helpful and knowledgeable, and they made sure I got the right materials for my needs. Thanks, Jim. Future Designs is more than just a building materials store. Future Designs Building Materials on Quarry Road in Litchfield. FDBM.net.
Building on experience.
Welcome back to our pregame show here on K105. We're joined now by Ellie Bratcher. It's our first ever interview with you. I don't think you've ever done one with us, have you?
No.
You're a little bit nervous, aren't you?
Yeah.
So you wanted to know the questions I'm going to ask, and I said only hard questions. So let's go back to Tuesday. Your 400th career strikeout. What was that moment like?
It was pretty exciting.
What has been the key for you this year in having the success in the circle that you have?
Just to stay positive with a good attitude and to be behind my teammates.
I know that there were some moments when you were a younger player that if you'd have a bad inning or something, it would kind of get into your head a little bit. How have you adapted to that and not let it affect you as much?
Just like my teammates having my back and stuff a lot more this year, and just like helping them explain that that's how like I can control my emotions better.
You have a solid Edmonson County team. They can really hit the ball tonight. You saw them a couple of weeks ago. What's the game plan for you pitching in the circle tonight against them?
Just to hit my spots and to trust my defense.
You've got a couple of seniors that are being recognized here before the game tonight. What do those three mean to you?
A lot. I've always been close to them, and Reagan's my sister's best friend, so I've always been around her.
And then even Lizzie and Layla, they all have their own impact as well, don't they?
Yeah.
Good luck tonight, and good luck the rest of the season.
Thank you.
That's Ellie Bratcher. We'll have more here coming up after this.
At your global getaway, we're all about creating unforgettable journeys. Now's the perfect time to plan your 2026 adventure. Fancy a Royal Caribbean cruise, a Hawaiian escape, or a magical Disney World trip? We've got you covered. As a Royal Caribbean Master of Adventure, we're here for your cruise weddings, honeymoons, and vow renewals. Trust us, you'll be in expert hands. Visit yourglobalgetaway.com and let's make your dreams a reality. Your adventure awaits.
Smith Overhead Door isn't just about opening and closing. We're about safety, security, and style for your home or business. As a future designs company, we're lifting expectations across Grayson and surrounding counties with top brands like CHI and Chamberlain.
Hey there, I'm Kevin Brooks with Smith Overhead Door. Whether it's a sturdy LiftMaster for your garage or a sleek Clopay door for your shop, we install and service with a commitment to reliability. Smith Overhead Door, we're opening up possibilities.
Secure your entrance at sohd.info.
Kentucky's outdoors is calling, and the time to answer is now. From world-class fishing on our lakes, rivers, and streams to renowned deer, turkey, small game, and other great hunting opportunities across the Commonwealth, don't forget your hunting and fishing license. Don't hunt or fish? You can still support conservation by joining Kentucky Wild and helping protect our most vulnerable wildlife. Hunting and fishing licenses, Kentucky Wild memberships, they're investments in our wildlife and outdoor spaces, so they thrive for generations to come. Get yours today at fw.ky.gov.
Paying for your student's college can feel overwhelming. Scholarships and grants help, but they might not cover everything. That's where the Kentucky Advantage Parent Loan comes in. With competitive low interest rates and no application, late, or other fees, the Kentucky Advantage Parent Loan offers a smooth and affordable solution. Owned and managed by a state-based nonprofit lender, we're committed to helping families like yours. Apply today and take the next step in supporting their dreams. Visit KentuckyAdvantageLoan.com or call 800-988-6333 to learn more.
Welcome back to Grayson County High School, where the Lady Cougars are about to take on the Lady Cats here in softball action. I want to thank Jeff Rack and Ellie Bratcher for talking to us in our pregame show there. If you missed it, you can go back and rewatch it. Ellie, of course, as we mentioned, 400th career strikeout in the circle. That happened earlier this week in a Grayson County victory over John Hardin. So congrats to Ellie on that milestone. She's been hitting the ball well as well for this Grayson County squad, helping lead the team as a sophomore. If you missed as well, we had senior night earlier today as Grayson County honored their 3 seniors. And what's always a fun ceremony, emotional and so on, made for a lot of fun earlier. Edmonson County, the opponent tonight for Grayson County, they have an 8-10 record, 2-2 in 12th district play. And it's weird for me to look out into the circle tonight and not see Julie Norris pitching for Edmonson County. It feels like she had been pitching for, her entire life, and she probably has. Just it's first time that we've done a Grayson-Edmonson game that she has not been pitching in, 2019 maybe is probably the last time that it had happened. So she is over at Campbellsville and having a really good career over there to open up. No surprise there whatsoever. So tonight they're going to be turning towards Emma Price in the circle today for Edmonson to get the start, but they also could throw out Brooklyn Carroll as well. You've seen both of them pitch this season for the Lady Cats. As Price also, she can flat out hit the ball. 8 homers this year for Edmonson, and the last time she was here at Grayson County High School playing a game, she hit 2 of them deep. So it could be something to watch as this game goes along. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll have the starting lineups for Grayson County and Edmonson County, as this is Lady Cougar softball on K105.
Across Kentucky, treatment providers, state and local governments, and nonprofit organizations are working together to support your pathway to long-term recovery. These providers and communities of recovery will walk alongside you and help you find your recovery journey. If you or a loved one is struggling with addiction, the KY Help Call Center can connect you with resources right now when you call 833-8KY-HELP. You can also visit findhelpnowky.org to find treatment options near you.
In life, things aren't scripted.
If you're an athlete, we need people like you and translate those skills to officiating.
You can get a lot out of it.
It happens in every town, in every game.
We never have a perfect game, but the rewards always outweigh the negativities.
Welcome back here to Grayson County High School. Lady Cougars and Lady Cats. Let's meet the starting lineups for both of these teams. First, for the visiting Lady Cats, who enter with a record of 8-10, 2-2 in the 12th district. Leading off will be the third baseman, Jolie Vincent. Batting second in the circle will be the starting pitcher, Emma Price. Batting third at second is Kylie Williams. The cleanup hitter will be the catcher, Shelby Souders. Batting fifth in center field is Emma Davis. The six-hole hitter will be the DP, Savannah Lyons. Taylor Wilhite will be in the field for her at first base. Abby Hogg will bat seventh, and she'll be in left field. Charlie Bevel will be the right fielder and hit eighth. And batting ninth at shortstop is Haley Sanders. Once more, that lineup for the Lady Cats. Vincent at third, Price pitching. Williams at second, Souders catching. Davis in center. Lyons the DP for Wilhite, who will be the first baseman. Hogg in left, Bevel in right, and Sanders will be the shortstop. And now the lineup for the Grayson County Lady Cougars, coached by Jeff Rack. Leading off in the circle will be the starting pitcher, Ellie Bratcher. Batting second and center is Elizabeth Haycraft. The three-hole hitter will be the starting first baseman, Layla Lacefield, celebrating her senior night here today. Another senior, Reagan Nash, the catcher, will bat fourth. Batting fifth at shortstop is Kinsley Chambers. Batting sixth at third base, Gracie Jaggers. The seven-hole hitter will be the second baseman, J.C. Alexander. Batting eighth in right field is Bailey McAllister. And batting ninth in left field is Carly Harrington. Once more, the lineup for Grayson County. Bratcher in the circle. Haycraft is the center fielder, Lacefield at first. Nash catching, Chambers at short, Jaggers at third. And the latter third of Alexander at second, McAllister in right, and Harrington in left. Joe Jeffries, your field umpire. Rob Trantham hanging the balls and strikes behind the plate here today. And, we had a conversation with Rob before the game, and usually I can get one complaint of a ball strike call on the air from him. He says I don't get any tonight. But his field umpire, Joe Jeffries, should say I get one. So I feel like I can do it. I asked him if I could tap my head like an ABS challenge, and he at least did agree on that. Should be a fun matchup, though, here between Grayson County and Edmonson County. We'll take a break. The play-by-play comes up next, as this is Lady Cougar softball on K105.
Love the hustle, Cliff. Who are you?
Your lungs.
We're quite proud of you.
Even though you quit smoking years ago, you may be at risk for lung cancer.
Okay. Well, with the routine screening, you can detect it early when it's more curable.
Sounds good, guys. Can I get a little space here?
Biologically, no.
Okay.
Listen to your lungs. Get a routine screening that could save your life. Talk to your doctor and learn more at savedbythescan.org.
Food isn't just fuel to live, it's fuel to grow. My family relied on public assistance to help provide meals for us. These meals fueled my involvement in theater and the arts as a child, which fostered my love for acting. The Feeding America network of food banks helps millions of people put food on the table. When people are fed, futures are nourished. Join the movement to end hunger, and together we can open endless possibilities for people to thrive. Visit feedingamerica.org/actnow.
In every Kentucky community, families are working hard, but struggling to access what should be basic essentials, housing and childcare. Not luxuries, not extras, essentials. The Kentucky Chamber is focused on improving access to housing and childcare at all ages and stages because Kentucky's families and businesses depend on it. When Kentuckians speak up, legislators listen. Go to OpportunityStartsHere.com and add your name because a stronger Kentucky starts with housing and childcare. OpportunityStartsHere.com.
Did you hear?
Todd's in the hospital.
Who's Todd? He got a collapsed lung from vaping. He thought it was cool.
Not cool.
Promise you won't vape, Emma. It can lead to a lifelong addiction, and we can't be friends if your lungs collapse.
Bogus.
Wacky sitcom teens aren't the best people to talk to your kid about vaping.
Hey, you got a minute?
You are. Start the conversation with your child about vaping today.
Struggling with mortgage debt from COVID? Team Kentucky can help. If you restructured your home loan and deferred payments to the end of your mortgage, you may qualify for up to $60,000 in assistance to pay off that debt. Help is also available for other COVID-related hardships if you meet income guidelines. Apply today at www.protectmykyhome.org. This ad is sponsored by Kentucky Housing Corporation, the Kentucky Broadcasters Association, and this station.
You complete me. Together we're one. I never want to be without you. Together's more fun. Together we're one.
When I grow up, I want to be a ballerina.
Because dancing makes me happy. I get to entertain people, and nothing makes me feel more like me.
PI impacts millions of children's lives. Early and accurate diagnosis and treatment gives children like Olivia a chance to achieve their dreams.
It takes a great team to put on a show. It also takes a great team of caring people to keep a dream alive. And now my dreams are coming true.
For more information, visit our website at info4pi.org.
For each life moment, your kids could get free or low-cost health coverage from Medicaid or CHIP. Kids up to age 19 are covered for checkups, vaccines, dentist visits, hospital care, and more. Your kids may be eligible now, even if you've applied before. And if they already have Medicaid or CHIP, remember to renew every year. Get started now at insurekidsnow.gov. Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
Welcome back here to Grayson County High School, where the Lady Cougars and Lady Cats are going to be matched up here. Stephen Smith joining us as well here. And Stephen, it's about time for us to roll.
Yeah, I don't. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you. I've been able to hear you the entire time as we're underway. As your headset was just turned down a little bit. The first pitch to Jolie Vincent is outside for ball number 1, and that's how we get rolling here today. Stephen, glad to have you join us here.
Yeah, we can do it all.
You were here for baseball earlier in the week, and now it's softball later in the week.
Yeah, we support all these teams and know a lot of these girls.
Ball misses high and inside. Jolie Vincent, the leadoff hitter today for Edmonson County. Vincent on the season, hitting .328, 4 doubles, 15 RBIs. Going up against Ellie Bratcher, the Lady Cougars starting pitcher. And that pitch right down Broadway for a called strike. Bratcher, 13th game, 12th start, record of 5-7 with a 4.83 ERA. 50 strikeouts to only 19 walks in 71 innings pitched. 3-1 coming from Bratcher. Swing and a miss. Take something off of that. Ellie, obviously someone that you know very well, Stephen.
Yeah, just saw the post the other night that she just got her 400th career strikeout. So congrats to Ellie, and big accomplishment for her.
We were glad to be joined by her in our pregame show as well. Ground ball to the second baseman, Alexander, on the backhand, throws on to first. A nice job by Bratcher to fight back from the 3-0 deficit to get the first out of the ball game.
Yeah, good pick there by JC, and able to backhand it and get it right over to first base. Good start for the Lady Cougars.
Emma Price, she can flat out hit the ball. .431 average, only 8 home runs.
The last time I was here, I think she had
I've got her line here from the last time. She's got 21 RBIs on the season. And I'll bring you her line the last time she played a game here at Grayson County High School. And it's going to be a fly ball to right field. McAllister doesn't really have to move much.
Yeah.
And we'll have to bring you that line later because it's 1 pitch, 1 out to get the Lady Cats' best hitter.
I think her and Peyton Bowman were kind of back and forth with home runs in that game.
And Edmonson won in 9 innings, which I'd forgotten that game went to extras. It was a really fun game. Kylie Williams, the second baseman, .292 average with 8 RBIs and 3 doubles. Coming in, the right-handed hitting second baseman. Bratcher, the rise ball, pops outside of 4-1. Rob Trantham calling the balls and strikes behind the plate. Stephen, if we disagree, we have to tap our head.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, look for the
head tap because he'll go back and watch this, will Rob. And because he says I can't make a comment about it on air, but he never said I can't tap my head.
Can't tap. Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Because I think on camera there we're probably on it, so we can tap our head and it'll pop up. Here comes the 2-0 pitch to Williams. Williams watches a pitch that is a called strike. I was going to say I was about to tap the head there, but luckily that is a called strike.
First time I've ever sit here, obviously with you, but right behind and kind of getting to the bird's eye view of the pitch coming in. There's some nasty spin on it.
We've been here a lot. There's a blooper left side, and that is a nice play by Kinsley Chambers. Long run, but 1-2-3 go the Lady Cats in the top half of the first inning. It's Edmonson County 0, and the Lady Cougars are coming up. This is Lady Cougar softball on K105.
In every Kentucky community, families are working hard but struggling to access what should be basic essentials, housing and childcare. Not luxuries, not extras, essentials. The Kentucky Chamber is focused on improving access to housing and childcare at all ages and stages because Kentucky's families and businesses depend on it. When Kentuckians speak up, legislators listen. Go to OpportunityStartsHere.com and add your name because a stronger Kentucky starts with housing and childcare. OpportunityStartsHere.com.
Friends don't let friends overspend. If you're looking to upgrade urinal without blowing your budget, at Box Drop Litchfield, we've got brand new mattresses and furniture at the lowest prices around. Everything's in stock and ready to go so you can take it home today. Hurry, because the first to arrive gets the best selection. Find us at 115 Sequoia Drive across from Farmer's Feed Mill. Box Drop Litchfield. Come see what everyone's talking about, and a proud sponsor of Cougar Sports.
Midway Pharmacy is your trusted local partner in health and wellness, offering free delivery so you never have to worry about picking up your medications. The friendly staff knows you by name and is always ready to assist you. Living and raising our families in the same community, they understand your needs. With a wide range of services and personalized care, Midway Pharmacy is here to make your life easier and healthier. Visit or call any countywide location today of Midway Pharmacy.
Grayson County coming up to hit here in the bottom half of the first inning. They'll be facing Emma Price, the starting pitcher today for the Lady Cats. Price, her 13th game, 7th start, record of 3-4, an ERA of 5.79, 26 strikeouts, 29 walks in 38 2/3 of an inning, and she'll face Ellie Bratcher, pitcher on pitcher matchup here. Bratcher won that matchup just in the top half of the first inning. First pitch she sees is a called strike. Ellie this season for Grayson County, .349 average, 6 RBIs, a double and a triple. Ellie's one of those players, Stephen, that I'm sure that if Brian Jones needed her to play tight end on the football team, she could go out there and play really well because she's just a great athlete.
Yeah, I've always thought Ellie was just a phenomenal athlete and has continued to do well on the softball diamond, but really made an impact on the hardwood this year as well, too.
And you look at the stats, there's a chopper foul behind the dish. It would be one of those things that if you just popped up the basketball stats, you'd say, Steven, she didn't make that much of an impact.
Right.
But if you watch the games, she made a huge impact on the floor. Because I think when I think of Ellie Bratcher, I think tenacious.
Yeah, she always seemed like she would come in and get a timely rebound, played really good defense,
And there's a ground ball right back to Price in the circle. Doesn't end up in her jersey like the play that happened in the baseball game yesterday, but it is an out.
Yeah, good bang-bang play there by Price to be able to be ready to field just as quick as she let go of the pitch. So
Elizabeth Haycraft comes in to hit, and when we're talking about Elizabeth, we got to talk speed.
Ooh, absolutely.
She is lightning fast down the line, .324 average with 4 RBIs. And Edmonton probably wouldn't be surprised to be seeing bunt. The first pitch is high for ball 1.
Yeah, almost a little bit surprised they haven't turned her around on the left side of the batter's box and do that slap bunt that they do in softball a lot.
Because she is, she could run around the bases by the time it would take the both of us to go to first. Fly ball into center field. That's down for a base hit, and that's somebody you want on the base paths.
Yeah, be looking for Elizabeth to be looking for an opportunity to take second base here pretty quick.
Layla Lacefield on her senior night comes in to hit. It's always interesting, players on senior night. You sometimes see players have incredible games on senior night, and then you have sometimes where the emotions can get a little bit too much of you. We'll see what it is for Layla here.
Yeah, you think about all the work that you put in to get you to this place and finish up your career at home.
And Layla watches the first pitch low for ball number 1. Lacefield this season hitting .209 with 5 RBIs. Last time we were here, though, she flat out smacked the ball. We don't have exit velo on here. Trust me, if we did, I'd love it. Because if you know me, I love to nerd out on stats. But if it was, she'd be having some crazy exit velo. And that one doesn't have much, but it might be good enough. Down the third base line, throw too high. Haycraft will easily take third, and they're going to send her home. Haycraft digging for home. She's in there easily. Yep. Grayson County leads 1-0 here in the bottom half of the first inning.
Sometimes it's the easy play, Sam, just like that. The hitter running hard down the line to get there caused an error with her getting after it, and then you see Elizabeth Haycraft on the base pass with her speed able to score all the way from first.
I'm scoring that. I'm the unofficial scorer, but I score that hit error. I'm giving Layla a hit because I think she would have beat it out anyways. Yeah. And that's one of those as a third baseman. Sometimes it's okay just to eat it.
Yeah, absolutely. You kind of started watching pro baseball a lot more a couple years ago and was actually watching a game last night, and the third baseman got a play similar to that and just ate it, which was the right choice.
Another senior, Reagan Nash, watched the first pitch called strike. Reagan's somebody that's really going to work the strike zone. 344 average with 8 RBIs. You remember, Stephen, we talked on Monday about the Edmonson County player. Now his name is escaping me, who had half of their hit by pitches. Well, Reagan has half of that Grayson County's hit by pitches. Another play right back to Price. She'll throw on to first.
Meredith, was it? Reese Meredith? Was that his name?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Honestly, I couldn't tell you who it was. I've slept since then. It is a ground out, though, and Lacefield, though, does advance 60 feet to go down to third base. And Kinsley Chambers, the shortstop, in to hit. Chambers leads the team in average, 389, and an RBIs, 13 of them. Also has a triple this year. Looking for RBI number 14, and that's high and inside for ball number 1.
Okay, there was a Tyson Meredith.
It wasn't him. It wasn't Tyson. I don't remember who it was now. I think he hit 6th in the lineup. There's a cold strike. Not that they've got the lineup here. I could just look at my stats from the other night. I've got those on here. Look at this. I've got so many screens here holding it left and right. 1-1 pitch coming to Chambers is a ground ball foul. Jeff Rack tries to barehand it, but ends up. I guess he made an okay play on that down there at third base coach's
kept
box.
In front of him anyway.
He did. He'll go back and watch this, and I might get a text message from him later. 1-2 pitch coming. Chambers, blooper to the shortstop underneath her glove, and that's going to play to run. Sanders took a weird hop on it as it just kind of died. She was looking to play it off the bounce, and it dies and rolls into left field. Steven, you'll be the official score on this one. Are you going hit or error?
I think you give that one an error. It went right through her wickets. It may have taken a bad bounce, but I think she should have probably made that one.
Yeah, it's just one of those bad luck plays. Bullock was the player.
Okay.
For Edmonson, who was hit by pitch and had a bunch of them. First pitch, Gracie Jaggers, the 7th grader. Watch the first pitch ball from Price as Grayson leads 2-0. And a swing and a miss at the pitch low. Here's the biggest thing that I love about this. 2 errors for Edmonson County in the first inning. You're plating runs off of that. And that's huge. When a team makes a mistake, you got to make them pay.
Especially in a heated rivalry game like this with Edmonson County. Scoring opportunities may be at a premium, and getting the opportunity to do those quick and taking those opportunities is big.
2-1 pitch to Jaggers. Misses low, and it is 3 balls and 1 strike. And if you're Gracie Jaggers, a 7th grader here, you got to be looking for a pitch here. 3-1, runner on base. You don't want to put another runner on base if you are Price. 3-1 coming, swing and a miss, pitch low. And The count will go full. Runner will be off and running in Chambers on this play. We've got a lizard over here, Steven.
Yeah, he won't drink much.
I hope not. 3-2 pitch coming. And it misses low. And the Lady Cougars have 2 runners on now for J.C. Alexander, the second baseman. You mentioned making teams pay. Last time we were here last week against Ohio County, the Lady Cougars left 10 runners on base and lost that game by a couple of runs. And, it's one of those things you turn half of those into runs and you win the game.
Yeah, you just have to look for and think about those opportunities missed. It could have been a difference.
Welcome back to our pregame show here on K105. Slow ground ball right side. It's going to be a tough play for Williams on the slow hop. She's able to throw on and end the inning. But Grayson County does get 2 runs. And we're through 1 full. It's 2-0. Lady Cougars on top as this is Lady Cougar softball on K105.
When you give blood, you give life. And when you give life, you change lives. Make a life-saving impact by donating blood with Western Kentucky Regional Blood Center, your hometown partner. As the sole supplier of blood products needed in Grayson County, your donation ensures a stable and adequate blood supply for you, your family, friends, and your neighbors. You are the hero when you give. Feel the power of community and compassion in every drop. Give life and change lives with Western Kentucky Regional Blood Center. Life is on the line.
Are you looking for the best building materials in Litchfield? Look no further than Future Designs Building Materials. The builder's choice on Quarry Road has everything you need to build your dream home. Jim writes, I'm so glad I came to Future Designs for my new roof. The staff was so helpful and knowledgeable, and they made sure I got the right materials for my needs. Thanks, Jim. Future Designs is more than just a building materials store. Future Designs Building Materials on Quarry Road in Litchfield. FDBM.net.
Building on experience.
Welcome back here to Grayson County High School, where it is 2-0. Lady Cougars on top. Shelby Souders leads off. I'll tell you, Shelby Souders, she is a great basketball player.
Well, you're talking about Ellie Bratcher being an athlete. Shelby's probably one of those kids that she could probably kick a soccer ball,
play football,
probably be pretty good middle hitter in volleyball.
Yeah, she's one of those that just probably could do anything, and she shows right away. Line drive base hit right back up the middle, and the Lady Cats have their first runner on base.
We talked a little bit about the uniforms of the baseball team. I'm going to have to tip my hat to the Lady Cats here.
These.
The navy with the white pinstripe outlined in red. They're pretty sharp unis there, Sam.
Got a lot of navy on the field tonight, though. I will say that.
Yep.
Emma Davis, the left-handed hitting center fielder, into hit. She sends one to center field. Haycraft has it red. Awkward take, but she's able to grab it out in center field.
Yeah, did you see the knuckleball that was hit to Julio Rodriguez last night?
I missed that.
They watching some highlights in the Mariners game, and they said it was 109 or 108 exit velo, and it got just a very similar play like that with Elizabeth that she made out there. It got within about 10 feet of him and probably broke 4 feet, and he had to jump over to make the catch, and it was really an awkward-looking play, but just like Elizabeth Haycraft, he was able to bring it in.
Savannah Lions 0 for 4 this season into hit here for Edmonson County with a runner on first. I always like moments like that, too, where you see somebody who is an elite player look human.
Yeah, and it was, he did really, you probably look at a lesser fielder would have missed it, but he was able to turn his athleticism really quickly and able to make that catch. But that was a good play by Elizabeth out there, a little bit funky.
And also, the wind is blowing today as well, and it's blowing kind of straight out. That is a factor to watch as this game goes along. 1-1 misses outside. Souders takes an aggressive lead down at first as well. Edmonson County new head coach this year, or at least returning head coach Kevin Clemens. He was head coach from 2012 to 2014. He's the dad of former head coach Alex Jane Massey, who stepped aside back in the fall to spend more time. I know she has a couple of young kids as well, and that's fouled off. Kevin, though, is a member of the team.
Oh, he's one of those heroes over in Edmonson County. He was, I think, the point guard on the 76 state championship team, and just really you think about a small town and who the heroes are, and a lot of times it's the athletes, and Kevin Clemens definitely is one of those.
He's the Jack Logsdons and the Spencer Langdons and so on who are going to be that for Grayson County this year. Break-even pitch just misses low on the pitch from two Lions, and the count will go full. I'd imagine you're probably going to start Souders here.
Yeah, probably. Full count. I'm going to have to do something.
At least I would. And it's a fly ball into right field. This is going to be a long run, and it's going to drop in there for a base hit. McAllister did a good job reaching down to grab that as it hit kind of a rough patch in the grass. There's 2 runners on base now with 1 out in the top of the second.
Again, took a weird bounce there, but she was able to keep it in front of her because, Souders is doing a good job looking at head coach Kevin Clemens over on third base, and she was probably thinking 3, but wisely he held her up.
We're going to have a courtesy runner as the flex player is going to come in to run for Will. So Will Height will come in to run there on the play for Lions.
All right, you'll have to.
So it is going to be, so the player will re-enter then later on in the game. So I usually just put that in as a courtesy runner. By definition, it's not, but for me, scoring here, it just makes it easier because then I don't have to go back in and do that math. Abigail Hall, the left fielder, hitting .208 with 5 RBIs and 3 doubles. And it's a slow ground ball to Chambers. To Jaggers, rather, does the smart play and stepping on third. Fielder's choice goes 5 unassisted. And a really intelligent play there by Jaggers to not throw it back across the dime.
Yeah, it was, and got the lead runner there. Did exactly what she was supposed to do. So
Charlie Bevel, the right fielder, 1 for 3 with a run scored this season. Not a ton of experience for Bevel. Watch the first pitch, called strike. Nice one from Bratcher.
No Charlie pretty well. Her grandmother and my mother's sisters and her dad was like a brother to me growing up, and I know they have high expectations for her over the next few years.
Fouled off behind the plate. Now, you got to know that when we're back here, no flinching. No flinching. I still remember a couple of years ago, I think it was Alex Cook, one of our former crew members, who I thought I was going to have to send him home to change drawers when a play came behind us like that. And thankfully, he appeared to be okay. 0-2 pitch, pops outside. I think it was Alex, and Alex, if it wasn't you, I'm sorry.
Yeah, he'd probably say it was Trey.
Yeah, and I'm sure Trey would say it was Alex.
Or Eli.
Yeah, it probably any of them. 1-2 pitch. Ball outside. I know it probably wasn't Eli because you actually have to probably be paying attention for it to have affected you, and I'm not sure Eli would have been paying attention.
He wouldn't have known where he was at. That's right.
Break-even pitch coming. 2 down here in the second. Big pitch coming from Bratcher, trying to get out of this early jam, and it's a little bit low. I like that pitch, though.
Yeah, try to get her to maybe chase one right there down low in the zone. Bevel did a good job. Good eye of not making a take at that one.
Sanders awaits in the on-deck circle. 3-2 pitch coming. High chopper. Bratcher goes up to grab it, throws across, and gets out of the jam. Lady Cats threatened but can't get any across. We head to the bottom of 2. It is 2-0. Grayson County on top as this is Lady Cougar softball on K105.
At your global getaway, we're all about creating unforgettable journeys. Now's the perfect time to plan your 2026 adventure. Fancy a Royal Caribbean cruise, a Hawaiian escape, or a magical Disney World trip? We've got you covered. As a Royal Caribbean master of adventure, we're here for your cruise weddings, honeymoons, and vow renewals. Trust us, you'll be in expert hands. Visit yourglobalgetaway.com and let's make your dreams a reality. Your adventure awaits.
Smith Overhead Door isn't just about opening and closing. We're about safety, security, and style for your home or business. As a future designs company, we're lifting expectations across Grayson and surrounding counties with top brands like CHI and Chamberlain.
Hey there, I'm Kevin Brooks with Smith Overhead Door. Whether it's a sturdy LiftMaster for your garage or a sleek Clopay door for your shop, we install and service with a commitment to reliability. Smith Overhead Door, we're opening up possibilities.
Secure your entrance at sohd.info.
Bailey McAllister leads off for Grayson County here in the bottom of the second inning. 2-0. Grayson County has the advantage. Lady Cougars winners of their last 3 games. Trying to make it go to 4 here today. High chopper down the third base line for Vincent. She'll throw on and just get McAllister by half a step.
Bang, bang play right there. Vincent did a good job staying down on that one. And McAllister as well was hustling down the line, just got beat by a step.
Carly Harrington, the left fielder. in to hit, 207 average, 3 RBIs, and a couple of doubles for Carly. She's got a really big personality. She'll be seeing his first pitch swinging is right back up the middle, bounces off of Price, recovering, no play.
Yeah, there was one of those situations where we talked about the shortstop came in and got it and did a good job of not making an errant throw and just held on to it so they wouldn't get into a little bit of a pickle there.
Infield single, though, for Harrington on that, and now it'll be Ellie Bratcher. 0 for 1 here this evening. She grounded out. An opportunity to help herself out. She shows bunt, and it's foul.
Did we ever hear what the call was?
Stepped on home plate.
Okay, that's what I thought it must have been.
So after, if you watched the game on Monday, we were a little curious as to what had happened when Jet Hawkins for Grayson County was called out. So I went and I asked after the game. I walked back up because I was curious, and that was the call. And it was apparently obvious, so we couldn't quite tell from us. Edmonson County fans didn't like that call of a ball, but actually looked like a ball from our vantage point.
Outside.
And there's a ground ball in the hole. Base hit into left field, and it goes all the way to the wall. That's going to be trouble. Rounding and coming in to score is Harrington. Digging for third is Bratcher. She's in there easily. And Grayson County now leads 3-0.
Coach was calling for her to slide, and I think she got a little bit in between right there and didn't slide because I think she got too close, and Coach was wanting her to get down there, but Ellie was able to get in safely.
So it's a single and an error. Allows the runners to score. And now Elizabeth Haycraft, who singled on a pop fly into center field. We have timeout called for Kevin Clemens, and he is going to call everyone in to have an early discussion as the Lady Cats here have had 3 errors already. That has been an issue for this team. They have given up this year 140 runs. 77 of those 140 have been earned. That's nearly half, which, we can't figure out errors on there, but that's a lot of errors, you would think.
You look down the roster here, and you've got some pretty young players, and you think as they get more experience, those things will improve. Good for them that they're getting to learn on the fly and work through those errors, but really you need to tighten up the defense as you progress through this season.
And I'm sure that conversation was just a, hey,
calm down.
We're okay.
Yep.
We're fine. We can hit the ball, so let's just get out of this inning without any further damage. Elizabeth Haycraft with a runner on third, shows bunt, pulls back. And I like Shelby Souter. She says, hey, Ellie, you want to come home? Come on.
Yeah, that's the thing. Just force her back right there. Did a good job.
Because I like it there, too. Don't throw it because bad things can happen there, and that'll allow the runner to play. Just walk her back.
Yep.
She can't run.
Know where she's going.
Haycraft pitches high, 2 balls and no strikes. It's the one thing I like about our vantage point here, Stephen, is we have the best angle of the strike zone. Other than Shelby Souders and Rob Trantham, we've got a great one. And I always love when people up each line complain because you can't really tell. It's foul ball right side out of play.
Yeah, from our point right now, I know we've heard some fans disagreeing, but the pitches that I've seen that he's called, other than the low ones where you don't have a good spot, but the inside-outside pitches have been pretty good.
Pitch misses low, and the count goes to 3 balls and 1 strike. Rob, Stephen will expect that $5 later.
Yeah.
Or buy him a hot dog at the next game, and it'll work the same.
Well, these guys, they take a beating out there.
And that's a walk. Haycraft reaches base.
The old saying, if you think you could do better, get out there. And I certainly don't want to, so I tip my hat to those guys for it.
Especially that. I mean, you mentioned literally, both physically taking a beating, especially as a home plate umpire.
Yeah.
I mean, that chest protector only helps you so much.
Yeah, take one off the arm or take one off the thigh, and just seem like the ball will often find a bare spot.
Layla Lacefield,
or
1
even
for 1.
rattle the cage of that face mask.
That doesn't feel too good. Ball low. Souders quickly pops up. It'll be a stolen base for Elizabeth Haycraft. She was off and running on it, and not really a surprise there. That's one of those that you almost just let her take the steal down to second because you're not going to get her, and you're not going to allow Bratcher to break for home either.
Yeah, and Souders popping up, get that one back to the pitcher quick, hopefully trying to get Bratcher to make a move.
1-0 pitch coming to Lacefield. Ground ball to Sanders underneath their glove. Coming in to score is Bratcher. Rounding and coming in is Haycraft, and Grayson County's opened this up to a 5-0 advantage.
Yeah, again, those critical errors right now you're seeing, and I don't know.
Kevin Clemens, looks like we're going to have some changes in the field. And we're going to have a new shortstop, it appears, that will come into the game, or at least a new second baseman, as Williams will pop over and now play short. And Sanders has left the game, and the new second baseman is in the game. We'll try to bring you who that is out there at second for Edmonson County.
I wasn't looking, but and you were looking down at the pad there, but Coach came running down and told Elizabeth to go back and touch home plate. So I don't know if he thought maybe she missed it whenever she was running through, but she definitely went back and got it and removed any doubt there. But good job coaching, paying attention, and making sure Elizabeth did, in fact, touch home plate.
Emma Height is the new player for Edmonson County. Williams moves over to third, as it is Reagan Nash. She grounded out in her first plate appearance. The first pitch she sees is ball number 1. So leaving the game is Haley Sanders. Called strike to Nash, and the count is 1 ball and 1 strike. Lady Cats have 4 errors through the first 2 innings as Grayson County leads this game 5-0, as all of those runs for the Lady Cats, except for 1, have been unearned. Take something off of that. Nash was fooled. Said almost, not quite an ephus, but it's that change up, and that's the pitch that I know Julie Norris, I believe, for Edmonton, had that down to a science, and I would be like, the old cartoon characters where they spin in a circle after missing a pitch like that. 1-2, down on strikes goes Nash, and there's the second out here of the bottom of the second.
We talked about in the boys' game the other night about going and facing a major league pitcher. How many hits you think you'd get off Ellie Bratcher?
None. I might lean in and take one, but I don't even know that I'd really want to do that. As Kinsley Chambers watches the first pitch called strike.
Yeah,
because I think I have this discussion with our crew members, because you'll get them and they'll say, "Oh, I could do that." I said the biggest thing is that you're so used to in baseball seeing it come from up top. When it comes from down low, you don't realize that thing. And weirdest thing is that ball does some weird things out there.
Yeah, softball players can make that thing rise, and
where in baseball you're used to it dipping.
Yeah,
and that screws with your mind. And that's
Luke
Luke
way
Fowl.
out ahead of that one. I think, I've watched softball on TV and stuff, and it's like, what would you do to try to get a hit? I think the only thing I could do is just sit on changeup, just let the fastballs blow me by, and maybe just get a changeup that I could see.
Close your eyes and pray, pretty much.
Yeah, that may be more like it.
Count goes even. A bunch of 2s on the scoreboard. Grayson leads 5-0. Lacefield, the runner, on first base. Chambers watches it high, and the count goes full. Kinsley Chambers this season has not struck out but once all year. So she's not somebody that you strike out very often. Really smart hitter. And I'll wear it here if she strikes out here, Steve.
It'd be on you.
3-2 pitch coming. And I knew she wouldn't. Mitch misses high, and it's a walk. And there's runners on first and second now for Gracie Jaggers, who worked a walk in her first plate appearance. Jaggers is a 7th grader, and everybody that you talk to around this program says she is going to be special as a player. And grounds one foul. She has just got all of the potential in the world to be a problem very, very soon for this Lady Cougar team. This year, hitting 200. And just her limited experience, and as a 7th grader, you just got to think, she's so much younger, and she shows off there what she can do. It's into the gap. Rounding and coming in to score is Layla Lacefield, and Gracie Jaggers gets her first career RBI.
Yeah, put really, really good contact on that one. Drove it out into kind of left center right there. Did a pretty good job to get it back in, but that was a solid hit by Jaggers.
I love that sound.
Yeah, just that solid contact, and yeah.
It's just one of those sounds that people – it's hard to really even explain just how good it really does sound when you do it.
Maybe
I realized I hadn't had my sound mic on, so you didn't really get to hear it as well.
Maybe not quite as good as the wood bat in pro baseball, but that solid contact is definitely
I like the ping,
you like the
too.
middle.
Yeah. J.C. Alexander fouls one off. I don't think we ended up talking about this on Monday, but, I made a comment that J.C., not a big fan of her walk-up song. It's just not my cup of tea. So what would be yours?
I don't even know who does it, but
0-1 pitch to Alexander is high.
It'd be either a Leonard Skinner song, but I also really like that Spirit in the Sky.
Okay.
That was an older song, too. kind of grew fame for me from that movie, Remember the Titans.
Ball misses high, and it's 2 balls and 1 strike. See, there's a couple of different options. See, when I was in high school, I don't know what I would have picked. Now,
Yeah.
I mean, maybe like Kashmir by Led Zeppelin?
Yeah. It'd definitely be something classic because I'm not much of a fan of anything after 2000.
2-1. Misses outside, and it is 3 balls and 1 strike. Price, this will be her 50th pitch of the game after this.
You know, back in my college days when I was really into rap and really exploring myself through rap, Sam, I may have had a rap song.
3-1, called strike. What rap were you listening to?
Probably don't. I don't even remember.
On your Walkman?
Snoop Dogg. Yeah, I was a little bit after that.
The 3-2 pitch is poked off to the right side out of play.
So I was in college when, and you may not even remember this, Napster.
Oh, yeah. In fact, we talked about this today on In the Know, Napster.
Okay, so.
Thanks for listening.
We had gotten the college that I went to at the time.
Here comes the 3-2 pitch to Alexander. Is popped off behind the dish.
Had partnered with IBM, and every student in the school got a laptop. It was the IBM ThinkPad, and they had installed a T1 cable, which at that time was the fastest internet that you could get. And when I would
Alexander, fly ball, that is gonna be a long run, but foul. Heads up, Garen Johnson down there. Hopefully Garen's okay.
When I would come home in the summers and try to get on dial-up, it would just kill me. But this T1 cable, you could click and you were right there. Well, we were downloading songs on Napster and burning them on CDs, which eventually was the demise of that company because people were stealing stuff. But
nice at bat for Alexander here. Fly ball shallow in the infield. It's called off and grabbed by Williams, and that is the inning. But the Lady Cougars explode in that inning. They score 4 runs on 3 hits on a couple of errors, and through 2, it's 6-0. Grayson on top. This is the Lady Cougar softball on K105.
Kentucky's outdoors is calling, and the time to answer is now. From world-class fishing on our lakes, rivers, and streams to renowned deer, turkey, small game, and other great hunting opportunities across the Commonwealth, don't forget your hunting and fishing license. Don't hunt or fish? You can still support conservation by joining Kentucky Wild and helping protect our most vulnerable wildlife. Hunting and fishing licenses, Kentucky Wild memberships, they're investments in our wildlife and outdoor spaces, so they thrive for generations to come. Get yours today at fw.ky.gov.
Paying for your student's college can feel overwhelming. Scholarships and grants help, but they might not cover everything. That's where the Kentucky Advantage Parent Loan comes in. With competitive low interest rates and no application, late, or other fees, the Kentucky Advantage Parent Loan offers a smooth and affordable solution. Owned and managed by a state-based nonprofit lender, we're committed to helping families like yours. Apply today and take the next step in supporting their dreams. Visit KentuckyAdvantageLoan.com or call 800-988-6333 to learn more.
Welcome back here to Grayson County High School, where it is a 6-0 Lady Cougar advantage against Edmonson County. You got that advantage, and now if you're Ellie Bratcher, you can be a little more aggressive.
Got to hold on to it here, and your defense probably would want to relax a little bit. But it's times like this when you got to tighten up and keep the ball in front of you, continue to play the good defense that we've seen so far.
Emma Height will hit now for the Lady Cats. 407 average, couple of doubles and a double and a couple of RBIs for the freshman for Edmonson. You mentioned it's a very young Edmonson County squad. It's a very young Grayson County squad as well. A lot of young talent. His first pitch is low for ball 1. Bratcher reaches down there in the dirt and uses that natural, like rosin of sorts.
Yeah. Dry your hand off with the
blooper. Jaggers almost gets to it. That would have been a nice play.
Yeah, it would have. Ball was kind of tailing away from her there. And
reaching across her body as well.
Made every effort to get it.
Would have been one of those that I'd have maybe as a lefty had a little bit better chance of getting to it.
Yeah. Probably wouldn't be playing third as a lefty, though.
No, I would not be. Let's be real. I wouldn't be playing anywhere. I'd be lucky to be the third man off the bench. Bunt right back to Bratcher in the circle, throwing down. And there's the first out here of the third inning.
Yeah, there's that defense we talked about, Sam, where you have to lock in and just pay good attention, and good job by Ellie.
That, too, for one of those, it's helpful to have your third baseman be able to say, play it first or eat it. Just don't even don't even throw it. Back to the top of the order for Jolie Vincent. Grounded out to second in her first plate appearance. Vincent, when these two teams matched up, as that is smoked foul. Hello, Edmonson County fans down that first base line.
I'd be interested to know, her dad was a few years behind me, right-handed, but he always hit left-handed. That was just the natural feel that he had. And when she came up the first time, heard her name, and saw she was batting left-hand, I wondered if that was just something that was in their family.
That's a fly ball into right center field. Can't get there as Haycraft, and it's a runner on base for the player you don't want a runner on base for Edmonson County, and that is Emma Price. She saw one pitch and flew out to McAllister in right field in her first plate appearance. Price, though, Stephen, you mentioned it. We didn't quite get to it. Last time she played a game here at Grayson County, it would have been nice if she actually helped out her team. Only went 3 for 4 with 2 home runs, a double, and 7 RBIs.
Not too bad. Not too bad, Sam.
That's probably one of those. There's a ground ball, and it was bad luck as Chambers was going to cover on a steal. Probably would have been there for the play, and it's a hit for Price. And now a little one-out rally coming for the Lady Cats.
Yeah, you had Vincent probably running on contact right there, and just a tough break for the shortstop, already leaning the other way. He couldn't get back in front of that one.
Kylie Williams, the shortstop, popped up to the shortstop. Chambers made a nice play on that back in the first inning. Bratcher looks in for the sign from the senior Reagan Nash. Williams wanted to take a cut at that, but watches it outside for ball 1.
I think that high pitch like that, even though it was quite a bit out of the zone, that would be the one that would get me, because it's coming in like really good eyesight, but you just can't catch up to it. 100%
for that. That was always my struggle. I mean, really every pitch was a struggle when I played baseball. But that one especially, I would swing at that high and outside pitch. I remember when we'd be playing wiffle ball on the street, usually my friend's dad would be the all-time pitcher, and he knew he could just get me with that outside strike every single time, and I'd swing over the top of it every time.
Coach pitch is getting you out.
There's a looper into left field. That's down for a base hit. Picked up by Harrington. They're going to hold the runner. It's cut off by Bratcher, and the bases are juiced with 1 out here in the 3rd inning.
Probably who, and I, again, haven't watched much this year, but I would assume that they're pleased that a player like Shelby Souders is coming up here.
Souders saw one pitch and lined it back up the middle for a base hit. Souders was an all-region basketball player. She's somebody that most fans in this area will be happy when she finally graduates, because she's just a great player.
Yeah.
And there's immediately into center field. Haycraft will let it bounce. Play comes to second, not in time. Everyone advances to 60 feet, and Edmonson County's on the board at 6-1.
Yeah, that's just really good hitting right there. The last 2 pitchers have each seen one pitch and put the ball in play and done a pretty good job.
Emma Davis flew out to center to Haycraft in her first plate appearance. And it's low, bounces away from Nash. Price, though, will stay put down at 3rd.
You think you'd have the fortitude to slide over and let that ball play off your chest, even with a chest protector?
No. See, that's why I'm lucky that I was left-handed. I never had to catch.
Never had to catch.
Never had to catch. Cold strike outside corner. Really good pitch from Bratcher. As we could see that. Yep. You might have been blocked a little bit by home plate umpire Rob Trantham, but I could see that curve on it landed right on that outside corner. 1-1. Off the end of the bat to Chambers. She'll flip to 3rd, get the lead runner. Runner does score, though. It's 6-2, but 2 outs in the 3rd.
I remember before I had contact, Sam, I would wear goggles when I was playing. And I had goggles on, and they put me in to catch. Put the helmet on, and my goggles were starting to steam up underneath there. Of course, I was always sweating really bad anyway. And I don't know if I could even see the ball or not when it was coming. Just close my eyes and hope it didn't hit me.
Well, we can't see much now after that slide, as it is now a dust cloud behind us. Finally, it's starting to clear out. Now we're all covered with dust back here, the equipment. Hitter now is Savannah Lyons. Bloop single into right field in her first plate appearance. Bratcher trying to work out of this with only the 2 runs to cross the plate. First pitch misses low for ball number 1. Really nice night for softball, though, here. It was a little chilly on Monday when we did the baseball game, but here I don't know that you could ask for much better weather.
Yeah, it is good.
Wind has died down as well. Ground ball, hard one. Smart play by Jaggers. She'll step on third, and that is the inning. Edmonson County, though, does add 2 runs. Grayson County, though, still leads 6-2. This is Lady Cougar softball on K105.
Across Kentucky, treatment providers, state and local governments, and nonprofit organizations are working together to support your pathway to long-term recovery. These providers and communities of recovery will walk alongside you and help you find your recovery journey. If you or a loved one is struggling with addiction, the KY Help Call Center can connect you with resources right now when you call 833-8KY-HELP. You can also visit findhelpnowky.org to find treatment options near you.
In life, things aren't scripted.
If you're an athlete, we need people like you and translate those skills to officiating.
You can get a lot out of it.
It happens in every town, in every game.
We never have a perfect game, but the rewards always outweigh the negativities.
Welcome back here to Grayson County High School. 6-2 Lady Cougars on top. Sam and Steven with you here on a really nice night for softball here at Grayson County High School. Jeff Rack, the head coach. He's coaching down at third. Nicole Armstrong, first base. And Shelby Davis locking down the dugout, making sure no funny business happens in there. Bailey McAllister leads off, grounded out to third in her first plate appearance. And first pitch misses low for ball number 1 from Emma Price. For Price, so far, she's gone 2 innings, 5 hits, 6 runs, only 1 of those earned. 3 walks and a strikeout. 1-0 pitch. Another ground ball right underneath the glove of the third baseman, Vincent. And the leadoff runner is on base for Grayson County. Another error for Edmonson County. But that's why you put the ball in play.
Yeah.
Make a play.
Yeah, make contact and see what happens. And the Lady Cougars have really been able to benefit from a lot of those here tonight.
Carly Harrington singled up the middle. It's a play that hit Price, and they weren't able to recover. And she goes back up the middle this time. Williams flips to second for 1. The relay not in time. Fielder's choice, though, does eliminate the first runner.
I feel like as short as the bases are, and we've seen some pretty good speed on the base pad, you're pretty much going to have to catch it in stride, step on second, and throw it over to get the double play.
Unless it's me or you running.
Yeah, that's.
And then in that case, probably throw it around the diamond a couple times because we'd have to stop for oxygen halfway
Kick
up
it
the
around.
line. Ellie Bratcher into hit. And there's that back pick that goes into right field. Harrington breaks late. Play coming to second, and she is. Collision happens, out.
She held on to the ball.
Jeff Rack asking for time. I think he's going to say he's going to call for interference.
Yeah.
And I think he might have at least a case on this.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't think Harrington
there,
had a pathway to the bag, and that's going to be the explanation here. So Harrington is out caught stealing. That goes 2-9-6. The ever-popular caught stealing that goes 2-9-6. That clears the bases. I'm sure that's what Jeff was asking for, and if anything else, it's worth an ask.
You don't think he was asking him or telling him where you get a good milkshake after the game?
He might have. I know Joe probably like himself a good milkshake out there.
Yeah.
Ellie Bratcher, now with nobody on. Ellie 1 for 2 today.
I don't know who our sponsors are for softball, so I can't.
Yeah, no, we don't have any food sponsors.
Okay.
I don't believe on
careful.
that. I don't think you can buy one at some of the places that we have. Popped up in the infield. Williams, the shortstop, has it grabbed, and that ends the inning. We're through 3 innings. 6-2, Grayson County on top as this is Lady Cougar softball on K105.
Love the hustle, Cliff. Who are you?
Your lungs.
We're quite proud of you.
Even though you quit smoking years ago, you may be at risk for lung cancer.
Okay. Well, with a routine screening, you can detect it early when it's more curable.
Sounds good, guys. Can I get a little space here?
Biologically, no.
Okay.
Listen to your lungs. Get a routine screening that could save your life. Talk to your doctor and learn more at savebythescan.org.
Food isn't just fuel to live, it's fuel to grow. My family relied on public assistance to help provide meals for us. These meals fueled my involvement in theater and the arts as a child, which fostered my love for acting. The Feeding America network of food banks helps millions of people put food on the table. When people are fed, futures are nourished. Join the movement to end hunger, and together we can open endless possibilities for people to thrive. Visit feedingamerica.org/actnow.
Welcome back here to Grayson County High School. We head to the 4-6-2 Grayson County. We did talk to the umpires there. It was a request of obstruction on that play, and like we said, the ball took the base or the fielder into the path, which is why that wasn't a call. And you know, it's worth Jeff Rack asking, because what's the worst thing that happens?
Well, and that's the thing. It's with a lot of things in life, Sam. It's the way that you approach situations. He went out there, talked a few minutes. I saw him, the umpire patted him on the back whenever he was walking away and had a good conversation. So nothing ventured, nothing gained in that one.
Abigail Hall go for one today. Grounded out in her first plate appearance. She'll lead off the fourth inning. And that's where it's important to have relationships with these umpires. And knowing, hey, as there's a swing and a miss, first pitch. Knowing, hey, I can ask this umpire something, or hey, no, this guy probably can't, or knowing that, sometimes it's like the same thing in basketball. I always love when a player sometimes just goes up and says, hey, what happened there? And most refs will say, hey, you hit him on the arm or something. Fly ball, shallow left field. Harrington storms in, and it dies. Digging now for second. The relay is not in time. Aggressive take going into second for Abigail Hogg, and the leadoff runner is on second base.
And little things like that, Sam, when you're down 4 runs, able to grab an extra base right there. Really good job by her.
That will go down. Single error on the left fielder, Carly Harrington. Charlie Bevel, 0 for 1 with a ground out right back to Bratcher in the circle. And theirs goes right back to Alexander at second. She'll throw on to first, get the out. Relay to third, goes up the line. That'll allow Hogg to come in and score, and it's 6-3.
And that's the thing right there. If had she not taken that second base on the hit, then maybe she doesn't score on that one. So good heads-up play by her, and another one of those situations there probably would have been better if she did just ate it first base, conceded it, the runner going to third.
There is one out, though, here in the fourth inning. 6-3, base runners clear for Emma Height.
Get an RBI for that?
No, because it was an error.
Okay.
Now batting for Edmonson County, number 9, Emma Height.
That's why people tune in for the expert analysis by you and me asking dumb questions.
Hey, that's listen, it's not like I know all the answers. We didn't know. I mean, listen to the game on Monday. We were trying to figure out what happened on that one play. That's why we have Rob Trantham out there. We'll ask him the questions. Ooh. Just misses low.
That was the first one, Sam. I know you said he'd go back and watch it. Rob, I think you missed that one.
Rob, that was Steven, not myself. Pitch misses outside. Or that'll even us up here at 1-1, rather, on the called strike on the outside corner.
I'm a firm believer, Sam. These guys do this because they want to help these kids. And
you're not doing it for the money or the fame.
No, and I'm under the impression that they're making the calls that they think is correct at the time, and I commend them for it, even though I'd probably disagree with a lot on the ball court.
It's really hard, too.
Yeah.
And that's a hit by pitch for Emma Height. It's hard. And I think that's what people, and I think, people say, oh, officiating isn't great now in professional leagues. And I said, no, it's really good. The thing is that you have a lot more access to camera angles and so on that shows, it's amazing the MLB umpires and so on that on those bang-bang plays at first, how they're right most of the time.
Yeah, literally.
Jolie Vincent into Hitch. Fly ball left field. That's going to be over the head of McAllister, and it's going to one-hop the wall. This will be trouble. Throw comes in. Rounding and coming in to score potentially. The throw, the tag in there, safe. Backside advancing to third, and it's 6-4.
Again, aggressive base running by Edmonson County, and they've been able to claw back into this one here as they've got 6-4 right now.
With their best bat coming up, Emma Price 1 for 2 today.
Give that a double fielder's choice.
It's just a double and then advancing to third on the run, on the throw rather.
Yeah.
Is how that'll go down as scored. Ellie Bratcher It's one of these scenarios where, and I kind of like what I saw from Ellie, just take a deep breath, you're okay.
Yeah.
You got a 2-run lead. That's why you scored 6.
Yep.
To give yourself this opportunity. Price is somebody that can tie it up with one swing of the bat. She sends Haycraft back to the wall, who will make the play. Coming in to tag and score is going to be Vincent, and it's 6-5.
Yeah, a good play by Elizabeth, but I don't think there'd been any way she would have had a chance to get the runner at home. And here's something that you don't see very much, but I think I would do it because it doesn't cost you anything. Step off and appeal just to see if she left early.
Ground ball backhanded by Chambers, throwing across, and it is not in time. Very close play down at first. What a play, though, to even make it a play for Kinsley Chambers.
Again, you never give up on it. You keep going, you keep running, and a couple of good plays there by the shortstop and the first baseman. But she got a little bit closer.
Shelby Souders 2 for 2, couple of singles, and Jeff Rack is going to come out and he's going to pull his entire infield in, and I'm sure this is going to be a very similar conversation that Kevin Clemens had, and it's just hey, we're okay.
Yep.
Take a deep breath. We're all going to be okay. As the mound visit happens, talking to Ellie Bratcher, and I always love the outfield, they're going to be like, well, hey, we'll talk to. I'd love to know what they're talking about out there.
Yeah.
You can only wonder what Bailey, Elizabeth, and Carly are talking about out there in the outfield. I know when we'd do that, when we'd be playing, it'd probably be like, how much longer we got?
Yeah, I want to go hit again. Let's get this over with so we can go back and take a seat for a few minutes.
Probably the seat was more my thing.
Yeah.
I'm sick of playing in the daisies out here. Bratcher against Souders. Edmonson been very aggressive in this inning. Bratcher's only thrown 10 pitches in the inning and 3 runs have crossed the plate. And there's 2 outs.
Kind of like what we were talking about with hitting there. You just put it in play. When you're aggressive on the base path, you're making the other team make a play.
Ground ball to Chambers at short. She'll throw across and get Souders and end the inning. But Edmonson County, though, does get a couple of more runs. It's 6-5. This is Lady Cougar softball on K105.
In every Kentucky community, families are working hard, but struggling to access what should be basic essentials, housing and childcare. Not luxuries, not extras, essentials. The Kentucky Chamber is focused on improving access to housing and childcare at all ages and stages because Kentucky's families and businesses depend on it. When Kentuckians speak up, legislators listen. Go to OpportunityStartsHere.com and add your name because a stronger Kentucky starts with housing and childcare. OpportunityStartsHere.com.
Did you hear?
Todd's in the hospital.
Who's Todd? He got a collapsed lung from vaping. He thought it was cool.
Not cool.
Promise you won't vape, Emma. It can lead to a lifelong addiction, and we can't be friends if your lungs collapse.
Bogus.
Wacky sitcom teens aren't the best people to talk to your kid about vaping.
Hey, you got a minute?
You are. Start the conversation with your child about vaping today.
Welcome back here to Grayson County High School, where we got ourselves a good game, 6-5. I mean, not that you're surprised when it's Grayson Edmonson.
Yep.
Always a fun matchup, as it'll be Elizabeth Haycraft to lead off for the Lady Cougars. I do love the Lady Cougars helmets.
Yeah.
Just really simple, but I love the kind of the
raised
3D,
logo.
Yeah. GC. It almost looks neon, too. It looks like it's got like a neon sign. It looks really cool.
What if there's any lights in there that they could turn on?
That'd be really cool. I don't know if that's legal.
Probably not.
Elizabeth 1 for 1 today. First pitch called strike. She has walked and singled, though, so she's reached base in both of her plate appearances. Elizabeth, a great soccer player as well.
Yeah, renewed life here for the Lady Cats.
Momentum is wearing pinstripes right now. Haycraft, a little blooper. That's down for a base hit. Nice job by the left fielder Hogg, though, to keep it in front of her. And the leadoff runner is on base for Grayson County. Lineup now will be Layla Lacefield. Reached on an error and singled in today's game. Now the question is does Jeff Rack start to play a little small ball and put the ball in play here and maybe you try a bunt or?
Yeah, especially with Elizabeth Haycraft on the base path and her speed.
I would imagine this is a steal instead. Instead, Layla Lacefield puts a charge into that deep left center field. Down for a base hit. Haycraft had to wait and see if it was going to be caught. She's still thinking third, and she's in there easily. Backside advancing to second is going to be Layla Lacefield. The Lady Cougars have something rolling here in the bottom of the fourth.
One of the things, Sam, that you don't see very much in the on TV when you're watching a team, Elizabeth Haycraft, as she was approaching second base, her eyes were locked in on her coach. She wasn't watching the ball. She was playing exactly like you're supposed to, looking at that coach because he's got the better view of it anyway, and did exactly what he told her to. So good job by Elizabeth.
Reagan Nash 0 for 2 today. Sends one right side. That's going to play to run. Bobbled and just bared. Oh, safe is the call down at first. Hustling all the way is Reagan Nash. It was a bang play. And Grayson County has got something rolling here, 7-5.
Yeah, a couple close plays over there at first, and I think the referee, the field ump right there, he got it right.
Kinsley Chambers 0 for 1. Ball misses high. Defensive indifference allowing Nash to advance down to second on the play. If you like offense, you've come to the right spot here today. Got a lot of runs here happening. Ball inside. Chambers has walked and reached on an error today. For Edmonson County, 6 errors through the first 4 innings.
Yeah, if you're Coach Clemens, you think, man, if we just cut those in half, you're probably winning. You're probably ahead in the game right now.
3 balls, no strikes. You green light here? Give Kinsley a chance to swing? I do.
No outs, runners at second and third probably.
Especially with Kinsley. She can flat out hit the ball. And it's low, bounces away.
Ooh.
Lacefield thought about it, but decides to stay.
Yeah, kind of got stuck off the bag a couple steps there and really didn't know what she was going to do, and I think wisely just turned around and went back.
We got some more changes in the field here. Entering the game to come and play third is going to be Lily Webb. Emma Height has left. So Webb is now going to play third. And Vincent moves to second now. Gracie Jaggers with the bases loaded. She had her first career RBI where she sent one into the gap in her last plate appearance. And what better time to do it again? And you better be looking for a first pitch strike here. And she's swinging over top of the pitch outside. I like her coming up being aggressive, though.
I always think the first pitch is likely or could be the best pitch you're going to get. I'd be swinging at the first one every time.
0-1 pitch coming. Jaggers. Ground ball to the third baseman, Webb. She'll come home for 1. The relay to first is in time.
Yeah.
It's a double play. 5-2-3 on the double play.
You know, that's impressive right there. Webb coming off the bench and comes in and gets a play the first pitch, or I guess the second pitch, wisely threw it to home and then able to double up on first. Good play by the Lady Cats.
JC Alexander has grounded out and popped out today. JC this season has 4 RBIs. I'd be liking to 5 or 6 right here. Ground ball right back up the middle. Price has it grabbed. High throw. Stepping on first, though, is Wilhite. That saved a couple of runs. And we're through 4 innings, though. Grayson County does get another run. It's 7-5. This is Lady Cougar softball on K105.
Struggling with mortgage debt from COVID? Team Kentucky can help. If you restructured your home loan and deferred payments to the end of your mortgage, you may qualify for up to $60,000 in assistance to pay off that debt. Help is also available for other COVID-related hardships if you meet income guidelines. Apply today at www.protectmykyhome.org. This ad is sponsored by Kentucky Housing Corporation, the Kentucky Broadcasters Association, and this station.
You complete me. Together we're one. I never want to be without you. Together's more fun. Together we're one.
Welcome back here to Grayson County High School, where it is 7-5. Lady Cougars on top. We head to the 5th inning of play. Sam and Steven with you here. Been a fun game already. The lines right now, Edmonson 5 runs, 9 hits, 6 errors. Grayson County 7 runs, 7 hits, and 2 errors.
Errors really playing a factor, especially for Edmonson County, but also a little bit there on Grayson County. So you got to be taking care of the ball here.
Emma Davis to lead off this inning. She's flown out to center and grounded into a fielder's choice this evening. Edmonson has scored 5 runs in the last 2 innings. You don't want that momentum to continue if you're Grayson County. First pitch swinging is over towards the senior night table over the left side now to play.
Looks like we got a junior league team here, and the girls are locked in.
It reminds me of the junior league boys on the boys basketball side that became
Little Cougars.
Little Cougars, I think is what they were called as the pitch misses high. I did appreciate too. I'm sure you saw it. I think it was the Technology Center here at Grayson County did like a wood carving for Travis Johnston.
Yeah, very
I almost texted Travis and said, "Hey, if you don't want that, I'll call that." In the infield, popped up. Jaggers has it snagged for the first out.
Yeah, I saw that on social media yesterday, and that was a really cool rendering that they did, and had the lineup over on the side, and just a really nice gift for Coach Johnston. I don't know if he requested that or if they just did it for him. Or
I don't know, but here's the thing. If they sold those, they'd be able to make quite a bit of money on it. I would imagine as there's a swing and a miss to Savannah Lions, it's probably not the easiest thing in the world to make. Probably takes a lot of time and effort that I'm nowhere near intelligent enough to actually do. So
kudos to those kids.
Yeah. The work that they do at that technology center, there's a cold strike, is incredible. I've gotten to Matt Hayes, principal over there, has taken me on some tours, and I've seen some renderings of that new building that we can kind of see from our vantage point here. It's going to be really fun.
Yeah, I know there's been a lot of emphasis.
0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss.
Been a lot of emphasis on some of those technology classes and different things, and it's really been embraced by the local community and some business owners. And, that's a good pipeline for them to get employees down the road.
I don't know, Matt Hayes, in our interviews we've ever done with him is like if you're a business owner and you're thinking, hey, we need more blank.
XYZ.
Yeah, come to him and they can create programs to help you, an exterminator program or whatever it might be, to help create more of those trades in this area. This pitch misses outside to Abigail Hogg, who's 1 for 2.
You and I both have college degrees, but I realize that's not for every kid. And a lot of those kids come out of high school with really good jobs.
Yeah. I've enjoyed a couple of times I've been invited to, so it's 3 balls and no strikes to Hogg, to signing days for those kids who signed to work at insert company here.
Yeah, I've seen some things where kids were graduating high school as a welder and starting a job making
4-pitch walk.
$30 an hour.
Yeah, and that's awesome. Matt Hayes and his crew do a fantastic job, and I know he is very adamant that if you're a member of the community and you're needing that help, to contact him. His cell phone number.
He'd probably be okay with it.
If it helped out the kids, I guarantee Matt would be. One of the nicest guys that you know. There's a swing and a miss. As it's a new hitter, as this is actually going to be Webb is to hit in this vantage point instead of Bevel. So that's a substitution that I wasn't aware of there, as I guess when they did that sub, I missed Webb leaving. It's just fouled off.
Bevel had came in and was playing second base, and then she came to third base and then went to second base.
So I guess I missed when she ever went to second base.
So when she went to second base, they took the Vincent from third base over there to replace her, but Webb made a great play in the field and getting her opportunity at the plate.
Hitting .211 this year. She pops that off. That's her first cow pasture shot. Over to the right side out of play. There's the boo. I was waiting for it.
I don't know if we got some of those little Cougarettes will go all the way over to the cow pasture or not.
The 0-2 pitch. Webb watches it and it bounces away. That'll be a wild pitch, allowing the runner to advance 60 feet. I appreciated before everyone got here today, they were doing their test, and one of their tests for the mics was the cows. So we just heard cows mooing for a good, and one of our camera operator today, Garen Johnson, he was very confused.
I don't know if cows ever come pretty close back here.
I've never seen one that close. 1-2. Swing and a miss. Bratcher gets out of the inning. They're going to throw down. It doesn't matter. has left the batter's box, so it's a strikeout. 7-5, Grayson County leads, so we head to the bottom of 5. This is Lady Cougar softball on K105.
When I grow up, I want to be a ballerina.
Because dancing makes me happy. I get to entertain people, and nothing makes me feel more like me.
PI impacts millions of children's lives. Early and accurate diagnosis and treatment gives children like Olivia a chance to achieve their dreams.
It takes a great team to put on a show. It also takes a great team of caring people to keep a dream alive. And now my dreams are coming true.
For more information, visit our website at info4pi.org.
Friends don't let friends overspend. If you're looking to upgrade your urinal without blowing your budget, at Box Drop Litchfield, we've got brand new mattresses and furniture at the lowest prices around. Everything's in stock and ready to go, so you can take it home today. Hurry, because the first to arrive gets the best selection. Find us at 115 Sequoia Drive across from Farmer's Feed Mill. Box Drop Litchfield. Come see what everyone's talking about, and a proud sponsor of Cougar Sports.
Welcome back. So it'll be Bailey McAllister to lead off here for Grayson County. McAllister 0 for 2, reached on an error in the last at-bat. She'll be facing Emma Price. And first pitch bounces in the dirt for ball 1 to McAllister. McAllister got good height. Her twin brother, Jace, good football player, really came on strong in the football season last year. And that's a cold strike.
May have taken a little bit off of that and buckled her knees a little bit, but that one looked like one you just want to drive.
1-1 coming to McAllister.
There you go.
Popped off right side. Bevel comes in to make the play for out number 1 in the 5th. It is interesting that, you know, that right fielder needs to have sunglasses on because that sun right now is right in their eyes and not one out there right now. Carly Harrington, 1 for 2. Singled on a hard ground ball and is grounded out in today's game on a fielder's choice. 7-5, Grayson County has the advantage. Bottom of 5, and Harrington rips one, base hit right field.
Yeah, she popped that one really good, kind of like that. Oh, there you go, Sam.
Right on cue, the sunglasses come. I've watched so many softball games here throughout the years that I just know that right fielder, especially at this point in the season and at this point in the game, it's impossible to play out there, especially because as Bratcher rolls one foul.
Yeah, what we're talking about, folks, is Sam was just talking about those sunglasses at that last pitch. Emma Height ran over to the fence and got some sunglasses from, you assume, some of her family, because she's right in that line of the sun right now.
And that sun comes down. You got to think you're looking at a yellow ball and a yellow sun. Bratcher sends one down the left field line. That one's going to drop, and it's a fair ball. It goes all the way to the wall. Rounding and coming in to score is Harrington. Bratcher stands at second base, and Grayson County leads 8-5.
Another really good hit by Ellie. Was able to pull that one right down the line, and almost thought she may have taken third on that one, but going down the left field, probably the best call to keep her at 2.
It was one of those, she was waiting to see if the play came home, and then at that point you go. Elizabeth Haycraft's had a good game today. A couple of singles and a walk. Been on base all 3 times. She's been up. And the first pitch is a cold strike. It's a wonder my first sneeze didn't happen until now, Stephen, because it is very dusty back here.
Probably had people all over Cougar land say bless you.
High chopper to the third baseman Webb. Throwing a cross high throw. Able to come down on the bag to get Haycraft by half a step. Backside, though, Bratcher does advance to third. So productive out there for Haycraft.
And with her speed, even made it a play because she was hustling down the line there.
Layla Lacefield, couple of singles and reached on an error as well today for Grayson County. Also a couple of RBIs for Layla on her senior night. And that's over top her head. Ducks out of the way of that one.
You know, everything in your body and your mind is telling you duck, duck, duck. But if you could just turn into that one, let it hit you in the back. But
it's always easy for us to say there. That one might have been a headshot, too.
Yeah, you're right.
It's easy for us to say back here to wear it in your head. We don't have many brain cells left back up there. So
that's exactly right.
Layla's got still a future probably, I would assume. I think I heard she was going to go and study kinesiology.
Oh, wow.
I think she wants to be a PT.
Okay.
And the age I'm getting, I'm going to need her one day probably.
Yeah. Good for her.
3 balls and no strikes. In fact, you've had physical therapy as well. I know when your foot, right? Your
Yeah,
ankle?
I didn't have to go to a therapist. I think the doctor probably thought, this guy's probably not going to do it anyway. I'm not even going to send him. But he definitely gave me some stuff to do at home, and I did a little bit.
3 balls, no strikes, 2 outs. Lacefield, 4-pitch walk. Runners on the corners now for Reagan Nash, who's 0 for 3 today. If anything else, you worked on with Hannah.
Yeah, that's right. Hannah did go through hers and spent her time in the PT. So looks like we may get him.
Jeff Rack looks like he's going to call for one of those quote-unquote courtesy runners.
Yeah.
As Lacefield will re-enter the game, but it looks like Lily Boguszewski will run for her sister out there. That's kind of fun.
I'm glad you pronounced it. I'd seen that before, and I didn't have a clue.
Boguszewski. Luckily, Alan Dotson helped me with that one.
Okay, yeah.
Alan, one of the good guys in this area.
Some of the Clarkson Bugakowskis, no doubt.
Well, I believe her dad is one of the managers at Hometown Hangout.
Okay.
Ground ball right back to Price. She'll throw on, and that is the inning. Grayson County, though, does get another run. We're through 5. It's 8-5. Grayson County leads. This is Lady Cougar softball on K105.
Midway Pharmacy is your trusted local partner in health and wellness, offering free delivery so you never have to worry about picking up your medications. The friendly staff knows you by name and is always ready to assist you. Living and raising our families in the same community, they understand your needs. With a wide range of services and personalized care, Midway Pharmacy is here to make your life easier and healthier. Visit or call any countywide location today of Midway Pharmacy.
When you give blood, you give life. And when you give life, you change lives. Make a life-saving impact by donating blood with Western Kentucky Regional Blood Center, your hometown partner. As the sole supplier of blood products needed in Grayson County, your donation ensures a stable and adequate blood supply for you, your family, friends, and your neighbors. You are the hero when you give. Feel the power of community and compassion in every drop. Give life and change lives with Western Kentucky Regional Blood Center. Life is on the line.
Welcome back here to Grayson County High School. It's 8-5. Stephen, it's weird for me today. Big NFL fan over here, and I don't have to care tonight. I get to go home and watch the NFL draft tonight, and my Cincinnati Bengals aren't picking. It's a little weird for me.
Yeah,
first time in my lifetime.
We've talked about that, and I think the Bengals made a great trade, giving up a first rounder in a draft that probably is down compared to some other ones, and picked up a great player for it, so why not?
I love it. And if you were wondering, tomorrow night we were supposed to be here for softball against Whitesville Trinity. That game has been pushed back to May the 5th. So that'll be a Tuesday, and I believe, so we were scheduled to be at baseball that evening against Ohio County. I think we're going to end up being here instead. Sorry, Ted Hill, head coach of the Ohio. Yep, district game does take priority. Usually there's a bunt. Charging in, Bratcher grabs it and throws, and it's safe.
Yep.
It's probably one of those plays next time if you're Ellie. That ball had so much backspin, it probably would have rolled foul. Just let it go.
It looked like Ellie thought about that for a split second, and the ball was still spinning. But, yeah, be a tough play regardless to get her out at first. But if it would have went foul, definitely.
Now batting number 24, Jolie Vincent.
Jolie Vincent to hit. And the runner is off. Ground ball foul. Vincent 2 for 3 today. Single, doubled, and grounded out in tonight's contest.
Think that's a hit and run there?
It might be.
Yeah. The way Vincent's been hitting the ball, you probably feel pretty comfortable with her making contact.
I mean, this year against Grayson County, she's only 5 for 6. Popped up. Runner was off. It's in the infield. Chambers curls over to grab it for the first out. Emma Price, 1 for 2. Had a sacrifice fly in her last plate appearance. Kevin Clemens comes in to chat. Edmonson County trying to bounce back from a tough loss earlier this week against Whitesville Trinity on Tuesday, 10-0. Grayson County won 3 straight, their longest streak in 2 years. Try to match it at 4. Ball low. Most important thing, though, is a district win.
That's absolutely right. And, I really like the way they do it with the baseball team. Obviously, with the softball, your pitchers pitch every game, but
foul ball. Good call by Rob Trantham being right there on top of it. It absolutely was a foul ball. And trotting back his height back to first.
But, yeah, the way they've got it with the baseball team where you can't stack your ace pitcher and probably backfired a little bit on the Cougars earlier this week.
Yeah, I'm sure they'd have loved to throw Gage Napier back out there. Popped up on the infield. Alexander misreads it, tries to dive, can't get it. It will be a fielder's choice, though. Height will go out and be out down at second as Alexander just completely misread that ball off the bat, but it ends up really being no issue at all.
Yeah, tough break right there. She laid out for it, but still had the mind about her to still make the out at second.
Kylie Williams has hit the ball to left field all 3 times. Reached base twice by doing that. Harrington does come in a little bit and left. And that's sent to third.
Yeah.
Jaggers off her glove, and that is going to be an infield base hit.
Yeah, that one was pretty hot right there, Sam. Not a whole lot she could have done, and really did a good job knocking it down, keeping it in front of her.
And I am going to call that an infield hit.
Yeah, that's a pretty good pop right there.
Shelby Souders will be the hitter for Edmonson County.
If you want to know how hard a catcher works, take a look at Shelby Souders' cleats. She's got scrapes and cuts and everything out on the toes of them.
Shelby can play.
She can.
Really good athlete. She fouls the first one off behind the dish. Now, we do have to be ready. There is a small chance it could come back here, and I told the story last time, is the net over here used to be not quite as tight as it was. We had one that rattled around back here a couple of years ago, and it woke us up. There's no question. But that's been probably maybe 2019 when that happened. 0-1, fouled off.
I'm seeking cover over here underneath Addison Parker's chair.
I think she's the one that's supposed to protect us if it does come in here.
Knocking kids and old ladies out of the way to save myself.
Dive underneath her little table right here.
Actually, knowing my ability to move quickly, I just try to catch it.
0-2 pitch coming to Souders, and it misses outside. Really good pitch by Bratcher. It was a ball.
It was, yeah.
But it's one that Souders, if she hits that, is probably going to foul it off.
Yeah, and she chased a little bit on the last one, so a good pitch selection there by Bratcher.
1-2 pitch coming from Ellie Bratcher. Souders sends one into right center field. Long run, it drops. Rounding and coming in to score is going to be Price, and it's now 8-6. It's one of those that I think both McAllister and Haycraft were waiting for the other person to call it.
Yep.
When one of them probably could have gotten it.
Yeah, you gotta make sure you call it when you're out there, but pretty good placement there by Souders. Souders.
Tying run now on first. Go-ahead run coming up. Emma Davis, 0 for 3 today. Called strike on the outside corner. Really good pitch by Bratcher. Eight to 6, Grayson leads. Ground ball back to Bratcher. She snags it, throws on, gets out of the inning without any further damage. Edmonson County, though, does add another run. 8-6, Grayson County leads. This is Lady Cougar softball on K105.
Across Kentucky, treatment providers, state and local governments, and nonprofit organizations are working together to support your pathway to long-term recovery. These providers and communities of recovery will walk alongside you and help you find your recovery journey. If you or a loved one is struggling with addiction, the KY Help Call Center can connect you with resources right now when you call 833-8KY-HELP. You can also visit findhelpnowky.org to find treatment options near you.
In life, things aren't scripted.
If you're an athlete, we need people like you and translate those skills to officiating.
You can get a lot out of it.
It happens in every town, in every game.
We never have a perfect game, but the rewards always outweigh the negativities.
Really nice crowd here tonight at Grayson County High School. Has been treated to a really fun game. 8-6, Grayson leads, bottom of the 6th inning. And if you're Jeff Rack, you're probably thinking, I'd love 1, 2, or more insurance runs.
Yeah, tack on a few more right here. Kind of swing that momentum back in favor of the Lady Cougars because it had started out on the home side, but definitely switched to Edmonson County there for a couple of innings. This would be a good time to round a few here, Sam.
Kinsley Chambers reached base all 3 times today, 0 for 1. A couple of walks and reached via the error. First pitch is low for ball 1 from Emma Price. Price today for Edmonson, 5 innings, 9 hits, 8 runs, only 3 earned, 5 walks, and a strikeout. 1-0 pitch inside. Chambers has really had a great career for a junior for this Lady Cougar squad. And I'm not sure if she has an interest of playing at the next level, but if she does, I would imagine that she could go just about anywhere that she'd probably like. Just a really talented player. 2-1 pitch coming from Price to Chambers, and it's low.
Yeah, that pitch before, she knew she missed one right there. As soon as he called it a strike, she turned around, looked at her coach, and shook her head like, yeah, I missed that one.
3-1, hitters count. Chambers called strike. That's that same pitch just a second ago that was called a strike, and it was again. Count goes full. In order to get some runs, I'd love to have a leadoff runner on base. Chambers fouls it off.
Kind of fisted her there, got a little bit inside, but did a pretty good job of fighting it off. Lived to see another pitch.
Three-two coming one more time. Ground ball snagged by Webb.
Wow.
And there is the first down to the bottom of the 6th inning.
Webb's come in with a really good glove over there on third base. Kind of almost looked a little nonchalant with that one.
Kind of threw it down
right
and
up.
it just went right in. Gracie Jaggers grounded into a double play, her last plate appearance. The ever-common 5-2-3 double play. Swings and misses at the pitch low. If you're Grayson, you'd love at least one more run here. If you can get even 2 or 3, you'd be feeling really good. Jaggers pops it off, and that'll be out of play. Smacking off the top of the dugout. Almost goes into the bullpen and bounces back towards us. I love it. The junior pro team that we've been talking about, it was a scrum for that ball.
Yeah, if you're going to get a foul ball on this side, you better be pretty quick.
It's like shooting a hot dog into a fan base. People fight for that left and right. 0-2 pitch. Jaggers sends it off right side, and nearly a cow. I guess it might be a cow pasture shot on the bounce.
Little girl's not as interested in going to get the ones in the weeds over there.
Nope.
It's kind of interesting.
0-2 coming. Jaggers. Ground ball in the hole. That's going to be down for a base hit. The mask of Williams comes off. Infield hit for Gracie Jaggers.
Jaggers just a 7th grader? Wow, really good promise there for her.
I know in the preseason when I talked to Jeff Rack, he said, watch out for her. She is going to be a great player. JC Alexander 0 for 3 tonight. Doesn't matter you're 0 for 3, though, as long as you can find some runs here.
Make it 1 for 4.
Our cars are parked out there in left field. I'd be fine if I needed a new windshield. Well, maybe not, but I know JC's dad. I can send him the bill.
There you go. Yeah, Joseph, I'm sure if she hit a home run right here.
If she pulled one that far, he'd be more than fine to foot the bill, I'm sure, for it. 1-0 pitch inside, nearly hits Alexander. If anything else, JC really good friends with our director, Addison. Maybe we'll make her pay for it. We'll take it out of her paycheck.
Yeah. I don't see that happening, Sam.
2 balls, no strikes. Alexander pops it off just barely got the top of the net and stays in play.
I can hear it now, Sam, from Mr. Buckles saying, "What's this expense report for a new windshield in your car?"
Well,
it's spoils of war.
Gotta ask the Lady Cougars about that. 2-1. Alexander sends one up in the infield. That's going to be caught by Williams for the second out. Looking ahead to the 7th inning for Edmonson County, it'll be 6, 7, 8 in the order. Lions, Hogg, Webb.
Now batting right fielder,
What were the first two?
Lions, Hogg,
No, the
Webb.
number in the batting order?
6, 7, 8.
Oh.
I see what you did there. That's Stephen Smith for you. You're lucky that probably the junior pro kids over there didn't hear that. It was a cold strike. Bailey McAllister 0 for 3 today. There's your strike. Now you're in the at-bat.
Yeah, McAllister, I don't know if she's grown some, but she looks taller than she used to be, really.
Very long legs. Pops up high. I don't know if Bailey's ever played basketball or something, but with her height.
Yeah, she's got a build for it.
Or volleyball.
Sure.
Looks like a middle blocker. Shane Decker might be watching right now and might be saying, hey, maybe I need to do a little recruiting. Mrs. Lowe. I will say, Steven, be ready for prom night here coming up in a couple of weeks.
Okay.
I met with the Deckers yesterday, and we did a little prom planning.
Okay,
and we got some stuff in the works that'll be pretty entertaining. Cold strike outside corner.
You got your
Count
tux?
goes even. Luckily, I'm behind the scenes.
Okay.
But maybe there's tuxes involved and said, can't give away too much. But break-even pitch coming. McAllister sends one right side down, base hit. Rounding and going to third is Jaggers. McAllister will go into second, sliding in, and a double with 2 outs for Bailey McAllister.
Really good placement right there, getting in that right field when the right fielder was kind of shading over towards center field a little bit more.
Carly Harrington 2 for 3. Tell you, if she can put one into the outfield and let it drop, that'd be huge.
It would definitely get a couple more runs here.
Harrington watches a first pitch in there for a cold strike, low and inside.
We talked about it a lot, but you saw McAllister take that extra base right there. If Carly puts one in play here.
Could play 2, way high. And if you're Harrington too, you need to keep in mind that you got Ellie Bratcher in the on-deck circle. But at the same time, don't let that become the reason you're not taking the bat off the shoulder.
True, yep.
1-1. Harrington sends one into shallow left field. Down, base hit!
Yeah.
That'll plate 1 run. Hard turn for Harrington as it spun the shortstop Williams around in a circle. She couldn't end up finding it, and it makes it a 9-6 Grayson County advantage.
Yeah, sometimes, Sam, sometimes it's not the hardest hit ball, it's the best placed ball, and that crossed up the shortstop there and was able to get a hit.
Ellie Bratcher 2 for 4, trying to help herself out here, and it's a ground ball foul. I'm sure Jeff Rack is telling her, Bailey McAllister there, to be careful, not let that ball hit you, because then you're out.
Yep. If you're on base and it hits you, you're good.
I think you're safe
Yeah.
in that scenario. The 0-1 pitch. Bratcher watches it in the dirt. Nice job by Souders to keep that in between her legs.
Yep.
I have so much respect for catchers, too, because you got to think just kneeling in that crouch for as long as they do, it's not easy. 1-1 pitch. 1 run already in. Pops high.
High leverage here with a runner on third, and you're only down 3 runs, and the way they put runs on the board there for a little while, Shelby Souders got to keep that ball in front of you.
You're in slam range still.
Sure.
Ball misses. 3 balls and 1 strike. Really making Price work in this inning. This will be her 28th pitch. Big hitters count for Ellie Bratcher. 3-1, Bratcher pops it off left side. That's going to be a long run. Third baseman Webb goes back and makes the play to end the inning. But Grayson County gets a huge insurance run. They lead 9-6 as we head to the 7th. This is Lady Cougar softball on K105.
Love the hustle, Cliff. Who are you? your lungs.
We're quite proud of you.
Even though you quit smoking years ago, you may be at risk for lung cancer.
Okay. Well, with the routine screening, you can detect it early when it's more curable.
Sounds good, guys. Can I get a little space here?
Biologically, no.
Okay.
Listen to your lungs. Get a routine screening that could save your life. Talk to your doctor and learn more at savedbythescan.org.
Dear coach. Dear coach.
Dear coach, they don't teach you that inner strength is the most important kind of strong. But you taught me that.
They don't teach you how to build confidence in yourself or how to deal with all the pressures all at once. But you taught me that.
First tee was more than golf. It's where I discovered what I'm capable of.
You didn't just prepare me for 18 holes. You were preparing me for every day of my life. Learn more at firsttee.org.
Top of the 7th inning, Grayson County leads 9-6 here, trying to come up with a huge district victory.
Another added layer of leverage, Sam. Senior night, you want to send these seniors out on a big win here in the district?
You heard Coach Rack talk in the Rack report to open up the game as Lions watched the first pitch called strike from Bratcher. He told his team, you can't lose on senior night. And this team's played that way today for Grayson County.
They have.
0-1 pitch. Ground ball right underneath the – nope, Bratcher does snag it. Nice play by Ellie. And there's one out here in the 7th.
Been several of those comebackers like that, Sam, and Price has got a few, but Ellie Bratcher's been a really good glove there in the circle.
Abigail Hogg, 1 for 2. Walked, singled, and grounded into a fielder's choice in this game. Hogg, one of 2 seniors on the Edmonson County squad, playing her final game here at Grayson County High School. And ball misses outside. District tournament this year going to be held at Butler County. District tournament for baseball will be at Edmonson County. So the baseball tournament will return to Litchfield next year. And Grayson County will also host the volleyball tournament next year. 1 ball, no strikes to Hogg. Hogg sends it. That's a clear cow pasture shot.
That's a moo shot.
Yep, you're going to get let's see if they come back with the ball, though. It's the young softball team runs
like
back
I
to
see
it.
some chiggerweed down there. Probably not something you'd want to go wading through, girls.
That's why we're over here.
They get any chiggerweed in Union?
Got a little bit of that, maybe, depending on where you look.
Whoa.
To the backstop.
Woo. May have got our camera.
We're going to have to do a little bit of camera work there as Ellie wasn't necessarily thrilled about having to do an interview with me earlier, and I don't know if that's Ellie's comeback at me as, we're just going to take out your camera in the process. 2-1, goes to the backstop again, and now she's trying to take Addison out.
Yeah,
I had to hit Addison. Hopefully you okay? Okay, we're good.
Yeah, keep those hands back when the ball's in play.
Remind me, Stephen, never to ask Ellie to do an interview again. 3-1 pitch. Fly ball right field, right at McAllister, though. She's got it grabbed. And the Lady Cats are down to their final outs.
Getting our camera. Looks like back in line here. Hopefully only one more out, so.
Number 20,
Lily Webb. In to hit. Edmonson down to their final out. Grayson trying to come up with a big district victory. Pops high. Webb struck out in her only plate appearance of the game, but Stephen, you mentioned she's played a good third base.
Yeah, been really, really effective down there at third base. A couple plays were really tough, and she's handled it well.
Bratcher comes, fly ball high into the air in left field. Harrington charges in. She's got it! Lady Cougars come away with a win on senior night and defeat Edmonson County by the final score of 9-6. Huge win today for this Lady Cougar team. They lose to the Lady Cats earlier this month, but come back to come away with a huge victory. We'll come back, jump into our post-game show after this. I'm sure we'll talk to Jeff Rack and have him celebrate a huge victory as the Lady Cougars win 9-6. This is Lady Cougar softball on K105.
Friends don't let friends overspend. If you're looking to upgrade your urinal without blowing your budget, at Box Drop Litchfield, we've got brand new mattresses and furniture at the lowest prices around. Everything's in stock and ready to go, so you can take it home today. Hurry, because the first to arrive gets the best selection. Find us at 115 Sequoia Drive across from Farmer's Feed Mill. Box Drop Litchfield. Come see what everyone's talking about, and a proud sponsor of Cougar Sports.
Midway Pharmacy is your trusted local partner in health and wellness, offering free delivery so you never have to worry about picking up your medications. The friendly staff knows you by name and is always ready to assist you. Living and raising our families in the same community, they understand your needs. With a wide range of services and personalized care, Midway Pharmacy is here to make your life easier and healthier. Visit or call any countywide location today of Midway Pharmacy.
When you give blood, you give life. And when you give life, you change lives. Make a life-saving impact by donating blood with Western Kentucky Regional Blood Center, your hometown partner. As the sole supplier of blood products needed in Grayson County, your donation ensures a stable and adequate blood supply for you, your family, friends, and your neighbors. You are the hero when you give. Feel the power of community and compassion in every drop. Give life and change lives with Western Kentucky Regional Blood Center. Life is on the line.
Are you looking for the best building materials in Litchfield? Look no further than Future Designs Building Materials. The builder's choice on Quarry Road has everything you need to build your dream home. Jim writes, "I'm so glad I came to Future Designs for my new roof. The staff was so helpful and knowledgeable, and they made sure I got the right materials for my needs." Thanks, Jim. Future Designs is more than just a building materials store. Future Designs Building Materials on Quarry Road in Litchfield. FDBM.net.
Building on experience.
At your global getaway, we're all about creating unforgettable journeys. Now's the perfect time to plan your 2026 adventure. Fancy a Royal Caribbean cruise, a Hawaiian escape, or a magical Disney World trip? We've got you covered. As a Royal Caribbean Master of Adventure, we're here for your cruise weddings, honeymoons, and vow renewals. Trust us, you'll be in expert hands. Visit yourglobalgetaway.com and let's make your dreams a reality. Your adventure awaits.
Great night to be a Lady Cougar today. Grayson County wins the game against Edmonson County by the final score of 9-6. Stephen, fun game today.
Yeah, it really was. And if you like a 1-0 defensive game, you didn't get that tonight. You got a lot of players running on the base pass, and you want to tip your hat to Edmonson County because they really could have been easily enough to just giving up, but they fought back and made it a game there for a couple of innings, and but cheers to the Lady Cougars that were able to continue to hold them off and come away with a big district win on senior night.
The final line score, 6 runs, 12 hits, 6 errors for Edmonton. For Grayson, 9 runs, 12 hits, and 2 errors. I think we'll talk to Coach Rack next, as this is Lady Cougar softball on K105.
Kentucky's outdoors is calling, and the time to answer is now. From world-class fishing on our lakes, rivers, and streams to renowned deer, turkey, small game, and other great hunting opportunities across the Commonwealth, don't forget your hunting and fishing license. Don't hunt or fish? You can still support conservation by joining Kentucky Wild and helping protect our most vulnerable wildlife. Hunting and fishing licenses, Kentucky Wild memberships, they're investments in our wildlife and outdoor spaces, so they thrive for generations to come. Get yours today at fw.ky.gov.
Paying for your student's college can feel overwhelming. Scholarships and grants help, but they might not cover everything. That's where the Kentucky Advantage Parent Loan comes in. With competitive low interest rates and no application, late, or other fees, the Kentucky Advantage Parent Loan offers a smooth and affordable solution. Owned and managed by a state-based nonprofit lender, we're committed to helping families like yours. Apply today and take the next step in supporting their dreams. Visit KentuckyAdvantageLoan.com or call 800-988-6333 to learn more.
Welcome back here to Grayson County High School. Jeff Rack joins us now as the Lady Cougars pick up the huge win today against Edmonson County, 9-6. Coach, I know you liked the performance last week against Hart County, where you lost by a lot playing them the first time, came back and beat them last week, lost by Edmonson down there by a lot, come back and beat them here. I think that's showing improvement for your squad.
Timely hitting. That's all I'm going to say. Our defense is there, but timely hitting. We needed that so bad.
I think, Ellie, and I think we talked about this. I don't know if we talked about it on air or not. The thing that has impressed me the most about her is she has done a much better job at I don't know if controlling her emotions is the right word, but not allowing one bad inning to turn into 2, 3, or 4, or allow an error to kind of allow something to roll through. And I thought tonight she did a pretty good job of, if something bad happened, she looked the same on the mound as if she just struck out 3 straight.
You mentioned earlier about when she was a lot younger and she'd let her emotions get. She's matured leaps and bounds, and she knows what she's capable of, and she just comes out and does it every night. Every night, she's having a great season.
Layla today, I thought played really well, and Stephen and I talked about that. On senior night, you see sometimes where senior night is too much, where it's just it is emotional for that, and I know it was emotional for her on the field, but she came out, reaches base 3 times, scores 2 runs, 2 RBIs, 2 hits. I thought she played great.
The whole time, when everybody got here today, it was all about seniors. We got to get the senior stuff done, all this other kind of stuff, and I tried to reel them in. I'm like, hey, we got a game to play. Not just a game, a district game, who we got pretty well beat by at their place. And, we made a few mistakes here and there. Nowhere near close to what we did early in the season. Our errors are going down, which I'm extremely happy to see. But, no, they came out. They knew what they had to do, and they wanted to win it for Layla and Reagan and for Lizzie. So, and they went out and did their job. Everybody did their job.
Yeah, Coach, for me, you come out to a pretty hot start. It would have been easy for Edmonson County to kind of rolled over, but credit them, and they were really, really aggressive on the base pass. I think that was the thing that me and Sam talked about emotion. But I think you have to, as you talked about, the maturity of your team, holding them off, continuing to hit the ball, playing solid defense, and hang on for a really good district win.
We were talking about Ellie and her maturity, but a lot of these girls, they've been playing together for years. And they're finally just, it seems like everything's not as quick as I want to, but it's slowly piecing together.
I think you said off air the timely hittings. I think about the one McAllister hit late in the game to right field, and then turned maybe a single into a double, and plays like that.
The same one with Carly Harrington also.
Yep. Yeah, right.
Same way. She's, I want to say, 3-game hitting streak, if I'm not mistaken, which is good for Carly. Very good for Carly. Some of these girls have so much confidence issues and stuff like that, and that has built her confidence up. Oh,
I think at this time of the season, you want to be turning the corner, playing your best softball, and it looks like you're starting to do that.
And like I had mentioned earlier, when we went and played Hart County, after they whooped us first game of the season, they literally whooped us, and we deflated them. There was tears on the other side of the field because they're just not used to losing this year, and they are a very, very good team, very well coached.
I think they just beat Central Hardin maybe earlier this week.
Yeah, they are doing well. So for us to take that, I told the girls I think that's the best team that we've played against this year, and they took them out and haven't looked back on the road. Yeah.
You're supposed to play Whitesville tomorrow. I know that game's got pushed back to the 5th.
To the 5th,
yes. Which is a Tuesday.
Yes.
So how do you use tomorrow then without a game to try and keep this momentum going? Because I know you got a big week next week, of course, highlighted by Butler.
Yeah, tomorrow we're going to take a day tomorrow and just kind of relax. We're going to come back over the weekend, get a little bit of work in, get refocused, and come out Tuesday. We got North Hardin. North Hardin's not an easy task either.
A good pitcher, right?
Yes. Yeah, that's their biggest part of their game is their pitching, and it's traditionally always been pretty good, but it's really good now. So we just got to come out and we just got to hit like we have been hitting, play our defense, and stay focused on the ultimate goal.
Sometimes taking a day off for these high school kids is just like giving them a surprise.
You ain't lying. I had them out there. I had them out there in the huddle, and I told them we're not doing anything tomorrow, and I got tackled. So, Yeah.
Coach, congrats on the win. We'll talk to you next week.
I appreciate you guys. Thanks.
That's Coach Rack. We'll come back, wrap it up after this. This is Lady Cougar Softball on K105.
When you give blood, you give life. And when you give life, you change lives. Make a life-saving impact by donating blood with Western Kentucky Regional Blood Center, your hometown partner. As the sole supplier of blood products needed in Grayson County, your donation ensures a stable and adequate blood supply for you, your family, friends, and your neighbors. You are the hero when you give. Feel the power of community and compassion in every drop. Give life and change lives with Western Kentucky Regional Blood Center. Life is on the line.
Are you looking for the best building materials in Litchfield? Look no further than Future Designs Building Materials. The builder's choice on Quarry Road has everything you need to build your dream home. Jim writes, "I'm so glad I came to Future Designs for my new roof. The staff was so helpful and knowledgeable, and they made sure I got the right materials for my needs. Thanks, Jim." Future Designs is more than just a building materials store. Future Designs Building Materials on Quarry Road in Litchfield. FDBM.net.
Building on experience.
Lady Cougars winners today, 9-6 against Edmonson County. The final line score, Edmonton 6 runs, 12 hits, 6 errors. For Grayson, 9 runs, 12 hits, and 2 errors. The winning pitcher is Ellie Bratcher. She goes the distance, allows 12 hits, 6 runs, a walk, and 2 strikeouts. For Edmonson County, the loss goes to Emma Price. She goes 6 innings, 12 hits, 9 runs, only 4 of which were in 5 walks and a strikeout. RBI-wise, 2 of them led the way for Shelby Souter. She goes 3 for 4 in today's game. On the other side for Grayson County, hits up and down the line. Carly Harrington goes 3 for 4 with that huge RBI. Late, Layla Lacefield goes 2 for 3 with a couple of RBIs to lead the team in that category. You heard Coach Rack. They'll get North Hardin on Tuesday of next week, and we'll be back with them on Thursday of next week. That's week from today, right? It is. As they host Butler County. Interesting thing about that game, you're going to get extra softball, as there will be, before that game, there will be the completion of the suspended game from last week. So we're going to be a little weird. We're going to be starting our broadcast in the bottom of the 6th inning with Butler County hitting at home.
Oh, that's
a little weird.
Yeah.
So we'll get you caught up on all of that as it goes along. So that'll happen on Thursday of next week, and then we'll have the full game after that. So you'll get free softball for you at home. Stephen, it's been fun.
Yeah, it's been a good time. I love watching really any sport live, and it's been a good night to be a Lady Cougar here.
Best seat in the house back here, too,
Absolutely.
Right? That'll wrap us up here for today. I want to thank the K105 Digital Productions crew, who had to actually take a beating tonight for some softballs. Garen Double M Johnson was your camera operator. He almost got hit by a ball, he says, and Addison Parker, your director, actually did get hit by Ellie Bratcher on that. I got to go ask Ellie, like, well, what's up, Ellie? Come on. Maybe you can, Stephen. We can ask about that.
I don't try to tell Ellie anything.
Yeah, she might come at us again with that softball. That'll wrap us up here tonight. So Grayson County wins 9-6 against Edmonson County. For Stephen Smith, Sam Gormley saying so long, everyone.